Hi.
Ad break.
Booty wiggling.
Vertikalbau.
Booty waster.
Puff, puff, pass. Poof, puff, pass.
Puff puff pass. Oh yeah, I forgot the stand-up show was yesterday. Excited to see how it went.
Puff, puff, pass.
Aliens.
No leak peepo smile.
What? Huh?
Jammies.
Booty
Hey!
wiggling. Booty wiggling.
Hello!
Do, oh, do, do. Who, whoa.
Phew, whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa. Hi, everybody. Whoa. My goodness. My goodness. Hello. Hello, everybody. Bless me, bless you.
In
Hello,
space,
fam.
no
Hello,
can
fam.
hear
How y'all
you,
living? How you loving? How you grooving? How you schmooving? How you doing, gang?
Booty.
How you live, laugh, loving?
Booty love
How
3D, booty love 3D, booty love 3D.
Smashing and passing the day.
So good to see you, homie.
Good to see you guys too.
Yeah.
Good to see you guys too. I hope y'all are having a good start to your weeks.
Hi.
Happy's Tuesdays. Happy's Tuesdays. I am streaming
Hey!
like later than I really ever have on
Look at the cut.
on the
Slay
week. But thank you all for being here. I hope you all are having a good day. My feed. I just realized that my activity feed, my little
The Wheelie Witch game was so good, booty.
my little activity feed wasn't working. Okay, there we go. Whoa. This and I had to turn off a bunch of stuff. There we go. I had to turn off a bunch of stuff. Oh, what the heliante? What the helorado? What the road to helorado? What?
Yep,
just
amazing
happened there?
job is the game today.
Let's fucking go, fam. Thank you so much. I will be talking about all that. My whole all of my little docs have just disappeared on me. So I'm just like setting back up all of my docs again to say hello to everybody. But hi friends, how are you all doing today? How are you all
Yes.
doing today? I hope y'all are having a good day so far. Happy Tuesday, innit? Happy Tuesday, innit? Multi-streaming media request activity feed? There she is. There's our activity feed. There's our activity feed. Torbravelk, thank you for the 9 months. Happy Happy baby birthday, dog. Happy baby birthday.
It's a drowsy Tuesday.
It's a drowsy Tuesday.
Looking
it's a drowsy
clean.
Tuesday. That
Mr.
message ain't
Booty
even showing up.
Tip Fedora.
What the hell is going on here? Oh, there they go. They just load in very slow. Hi, everybody. Hello. How y'all living today? How you grooving today? How you schmooving today? Barbecue leftovers sounds so good. Barbecue leftovers sounds so good. Been getting over a head cold myself. Woof. Woof.com. I feel like I mean, you guys saw, I was sick for like nearly 2 weeks.
Bootyswagga,
I was sick for nearly like 2 weeks. First thing, let's get it out of the way.
Boogie.
Yes, your boy got a haircut. And like always, yes, your boy just cut his hair in my bathroom. This was the fastest and most sober I've ever cut my hair.
Nice cut.
I was like, clippers were out and I was done within 15 minutes. I was in the shower washing it all out. It was the fastest trim job
Looks
ever.
clean.
Hair looks sick. Thank you. As some of you said, no spoilers will be found here for the stand-up show that happened yesterday.
Looks super clean.
Cut mad shapes out there. No spoilies. For those that were at the stand-up show, thank you very much for being there. I will say it was, I'm just going to speak to my emotions, right? I had so much fun. In truth, I was like, I love being on a stage, right? I love having a microphone in my hand, and the crowd was amazing. Everyone was very polite. Everyone was very nice. Yeah, it was a very, very good time. It was a very, very good time. No spoilers here. Nothing about it, but I had fun. Yeah, man, I had fun. Like, that's what it really was about. I was excited. I know some homies were like stressed and scared. I feel like, there's always going to be those nerves, but I've done theater, I've done improv, I've done like stage things before. I'm not like, by all means, I am the opposite of an adrenaline junkie with like extreme sports and danger, but when it comes to like live settings and being in front of people and lights and people, a room full of people looking at you, God, I love that high. That is like one of the most natural highs there is. I was there and it was electric. It really, really was. Ben was there too. No, that was without a doubt so much fun. I'm very, 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 I don't know if anyone else has said their own experiences or kept it brief, but yeah, I'm keeping it loose. The YouTube video will be, and if you missed it, don't worry, because like that's what we kept saying the whole time, was like in person was really electric and fun. But like the YouTube is going to be a banger. Like, I feel like, you're going to get a good video. So the dictionary, so many cool people were there yesterday. So many names and faces that I recognized, which was awesome. It was so good to see you, homie. Thank you so much. Last night was a movie. It really was. It was unironically like a 2000s coming of age movie, Like, I feel like there was like, in my mind, there was like a freeze frame, It was like, don't you forget about me. Because let's be real, I've done so much like stage stuff before. I've played music on stage. I've had to sing on stage in a musical choir band. I've performed for little to no people to a lot of people all around the country. And I never get tired of that. The one thing I've never done, because a stand-up scares me. Let's be real. It's not just like, I feel, I don't know how to describe it. What musical were you in? A lot. I went to college for it. I did it as like, I was paid, so I was a professional actor, but like not livable. I gave up that pipe dream when student loans kicked in. You know what I'm saying? Fist me. But no, this has been so much fun. I had a great time. I think that the crowd and audience liked it. I think it was a lot of fun. There was so much that went into it. The production alone was amazing. The production of the whole event was crazy. Everyone involved. Like, I was fortunate that I was just like, I just had to write and say jokes. You know, I had to be there and just like talk in a microphone. Like I had the easiest job. There was so much that went into it on the production side. So huge props to all them. Huge props to
Yeah,
production.
trust me.
Yeah, it was so
trust
fun.
me.
It was so fun, man. It was a hoot. It was a hoot. It was a hoot. And it's one of those things too. If you've ever been on stage or something,
100% would go to
like the
another
first
event
time
like
doing
this again.
stand up,
I can confirm
I don't
that
remember
Booty was
like
standing
I don't
up.
really kind of remember any of it. I'm gonna be real. I don't really like I remember certain moments, but like I kind of like you do this thing where like you kind of black out and the adrenaline takes over and like you're running on pure instinct and then it's just like this wave of adrenaline. Like I'll tell you right now, I felt fine, but I was just like I feel like I
BBQ
am sweating.
leftovers for dinner.
I was, and the worst part of it all, I was so like filled with adrenaline that as with all adrenaline, like the release of it, once like that dopamine rush waves over your body and like I'm just laying in bed at night, just like it's all over, I'm showered, I'm just laying in bed, I'm like, that was fun.
Pretty
Just
warm.
like starfishing out, my whole body just
Hello?
felt like I had done a week's worth of powerlifting in a gym. It felt like I stretched, I did a whole bunch of things. My legs are sore, like I just like hit a new PB and doing some squats. Like it was
Body
kooky. The theater was pretty warm. It was. It definitely was. It was a fun little black box theater. You guys have to hire shooters? Yeah, me. Sounded like there were a lot of cameras. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of good footage. There's going to be a lot of stuff that comes out of it. It's going to be really, really
can't
fun.
wait to see
I
the
hope you guys
comedy
enjoy
show
it. I had a lot of fun
BTS
putting it together.
combo.
I'm sorry. I didn't put anything together beyond the words that were spoken. So the production
Couldn't
team
imagine
killed it.
performing at all.
The editors are going to kill it.
Blame you. sure
I'm
you
just
could.
excited as everyone else to see what it turns into. Because like I still like watching all the videos, even ones that I've been in, because it's fun to see the other perspective
Pretty
of it all.
goose.
So like I'm excited to see what the show looks like, you know, like because as much as like, you know, we were all giggling and having a good time, I don't know what like the show looked like. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to watch back. So
Looking forward
I'm
to
looking
it.
forward to the video
Sad
just
I
as
couldn't
much as
go.
you all are, right? San Diego is pretty warm and humid, brother. It has been. I've been here now for
the other
like
talent you're
3.5 years. 3.5 years. This has been the worst like 2 consecutive weeks of just it feels like I'm living in like the Midwest summer, like a Florida summer's day. It just feels so humid at all times, even at night. Normally at night here, what I found in San Diego was like it would drop to like 50s and 60s and it would be perfect sleeping weather. Just like a window open and a fan any time of the year was like, oh,
Since I
I would
couldn't go
sleep like a
last
baby.
night, I
This
watched
last
the
like
improv
2
class.
weeks, 3
It was
weeks,
great,
it has
wasn't it?
been, I am like drowning in my own sweat every waking minute of the day. Complaining about living in San Diego. Am I right? But no, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun at the Commedia del Show. If you were there, thank you so much for being there. It was
Yeah, it was pretty
like
humid.
even though the set itself is a lot of like
Booty
I
and
kind of
chat.
blacked
I'm
out and had
super
fun.
pumped to
I
share this.
remember
I
meeting
wanna
everyone there. I
share my
remember seeing all
biggest
the
accomplishment
familiar
of
faces and
2025
yeah, everyone is just so nice. I feel
content.
like I don't know
had
what
a
it is.
stroke
I'm
in
still always so like
2023 that took my limb
thrown
from
off
me on
whenever
my
someone
dominant
wants an
side.
autograph.
I wrote
Like
my name
it's
for
like the
first
coolest
time
thing in the world to
since
me.
the
I will
stroke.
stop whatever I'm doing to sign whatever you want. This is how you trick me to lock into like a profit sharing contract. You just say, Booty, can you please autograph this cool paper I have? Don't read it. I'm like, oh my God, you want my autograph?
So stoked you
Oh my
got my
God.
autograph.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's a shame.
That's the thing. That's what I mean. It like I love
There was a
when
coalition of people
like someone
waiting for
wants an
Booty
autograph. That's so
outside.
cool, man. There was a coalition of waiting for. I felt so bad. I felt so like again. This was like not me trying to like. I wish I would have known. Is what I'm trying to say. Whenever we do an event like this, my brain instantly goes to like, okay, the theater's clearing out right now. Like, Like Wubby went outside. I was staying inside, just like picking stuff up, like getting the green room just like cleaned out. I'm like, everyone probably had a good night. I'm just like feeling good, like la 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 la. And then just like walking out later, I'm like, fuck, I am so sorry. People were like waiting for me. Like that was so nice. That was so nice. Booty and chat, I'm super pumped to share this. I want to share my biggest accomplishment. Context. I had a stroke in 2023 that took my limb usage from me on my dominant side. I wrote my name for the first time since the stroke. Let's go, dude.
Physical manifestation of a fun, awesome.
Yo, what the fuck, man? That's awesome. That's so fucking cool, dude. I'm proud of you, homie. Let's go. Cheers. Now you got to change your name to Waking Up Link.
Booty clap. Booty.
And you call your dominant side Link. It makes perfect sense. It's like a Rocky story. Everyone loves a Rocky story.
Booty, yes.
Let's fucking go. This one's for you, baby. This one's for everyone that came out last night. And last but not least, this one's for all the people. Is this anyone's first stream since they were like, oh my god, Booty, you're so cool. The games that you make on stream are so fun. I need to follow you and see you. Oh my gosh. Is there any? Put a one in chat if that's you.
Pop, pop, pass.
Oh, that's a direct quote. Yeah, that's a direct quote actually. Yeah.
Pop, pop, pass.
Whoa, Gene. Whoa, Gene. I got a couple of stuff I want to do today. Just a couple of stuff I want to do today. I didn't think of that. Thank you, Booty and Chat. I'm beyond stoked. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's fucking go, man. Is a chatter progressing after a stroke? That is true, Pog. That is exactly what we were drinking towards. Absolutely. Let's go. Yeah, the comedy show was a lot of fun. I feel exhausted. And like I said, I just feel like my whole body is like sore, you know? My whole body just feels sore. But that is the reason I was just like, man, my hair is getting awful. And if I'm going to be on camera, especially in front of people, like I need to shave. I need to cut my hair. I need to, you know, not just use a bidet as a shower. You know, just common decency things when being around people. I'm a polite person, I find. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. I was trying to do like my best impression of someone who knows what they're doing performing stand-up, you know? Oil Prince is back. Oh my gosh, my Oil Prince is here. I can show you the world.
Using the bidet to clean behind the ESRs.
Simple as, baby. Simple as. Simple as. I mean, it's got two settings. One for the butt, one for the everywhere else. That's what's called a bi-day, not a solo day. Or a mono day. It's a bisexual day. Remember me? How could I forget my Oil Prince? How could I forget my Oil Prince whose dad worked at Aramco? How could I forget my Oil Prince who definitely said, and to remind you to gift 100 subs to prove it. You definitely said that. I'm just remembering things. I'm just remembering things. Ain't it called a hetero debt? Whoa, look at this guy over here. Look at this guy over here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at Sir Jaime. Yeah, I definitely found out what the other target was. Accidentally in a bidet. Whole undercarriage was soaked, but worth it. Oh, that's the best feeling. That's the best feeling, you know? That's just like that's the power wash when you're like sweating. When it's a humid day and you just got like, you don't need like to clean anything. You just kind of go from back to front to back with like the settings on the bidet. Feel like a new man. That two settings on a bidet and a new pair of underwear midway through the day. Lord have mercy, I'm gonna bust. Lord have mercy, I'm gonna bust. I feel like most of the issues I had working in a bar in the summer would have been alleviated if I would have just have brought two pairs of underwear to change through like a hot and sweaty shift, you know? It's like a car wash. That's exactly what it's like. That's exactly what it's like. Oh my goodness, chat. I hope you like the Wheel of Fortune game. I had so much fun putting that on too. I had so
Is it
much fun
chatter
putting that on
progressing
too.
after
I
its
hope
drop?
you enjoyed it.
That is a
I
true
saw a lot
Uncle
of questions
Bootyswagga,
of people
Uncle
asking
Bootyswagga,
if it was all
Bootyswagga,
made in
Uncle
OBS,
Bootyswagga,
and
Bootyswagga,
all of it was run through OBS. Yes, everything was run through OBS, and I showed like pretty much a lot of it
Really
on Saturday. I showed off kind of all the behind the scenes tech of it all yesterday, or I'm sorry, on Saturday. We made some of the slides. We made some of the cards on the wheel. We were making a bunch of things. I still saved some of the big finishes and flourishes, namely the logo. The logo was kind of that's always the last thing I do. Whether it's a slideshow game, I make sure the game is done first. And then I'm like, cool, I'm not sleeping tonight. I'm hella nervous. Time to spend 6 hours designing a logo. And just like, every time I'm just like, this is the coolest thing I've ever made. I wake up and I'm like, fuck, this is what we're going with, huh? All right. Every time I'm like, damn it. Damn it. I've only had like 2 more weeks to make like a really cool, fancy animated logo. It was really good. I'm only self-flagellating. I had so much fun with that. I hope you did too. It's always a lot harder. It's always a lot harder than someone would think. And I'm not trying to say like, oh my gosh, I'm so good. Like there's plenty more deserving and popular streamers out there, but yeah, I worked really hard. I tried really hard, and there was just a lot of effort into it. There's a
VOD to watch the making of the game too.
That's Vo. Thank you so much. Wanted to recognize your work on the game shows. Someone getting broadcast graphics and shows you're getting functionality out of OBS that is reserved for enterprise graphic systems. Thank you. That's what I've been saying, because like I don't know how to do any of that. I never went to college for like broadcasting communications degrees or anything. Wait. I just saw that now. Schnenry.
Like a commercial product.
Schnenry. Holy shit, with a 5-bomb in my salad? What the? Thank you. No, I love that kind of monetary appreciation. My lord, don't get me wrong. Words of affirmation I still struggle with, but gifts of monetary financial value,
Booties.
I have no trouble accepting that.
Bootyswagga,
It's just
Bootyswagga.
words of affirmation that I'm struggling with. I will accept them. I'm getting better. But financial? Let's fucking go. Thank you for the 5-bomb, my homie. That's incredibly nice of you. Thank you. Just cheeky 5-bomb. Just a cheeky 5-bomb, mate. Just a cheeky little sub. That's cool, man. Thank you, Shenry. Thank you so much. As you can see, the July Nices of August experiment is over. We are now back to Septi Nices. Friends with July Nices is over. We are now best friends with Septi Nices. We are now best friends with Septi Nices. That's what it's all about. And if you're listening on another tab right now, somehow balancing a bunch of monitors, just remember that I do appreciate the lurk. I always appreciate you keeping tabs on this stream. With how Twitch has designed things, people tabbed up in multiple streams are no longer counting. You will show up in a viewer list, but you no longer count towards views. On a day like this, I'm just kind of avoiding the whole thing altogether. And I know I'm streaming later than usual. Thank you for that. But we're going to be trying out some new stream times here. Probably around 5:30 is kind of the sweet spot of not being too late. Because the real answer is like 8 p.m. Pacific is like kind of a hard cutoff for the U.S. In terms of audience. Like I feel I'm from the Midwest, but the large majority of my audience is East Coast and West Coast. So like
Normally I'm a VOD boy, but I can watch now.
well, let's go, homie. No, a lot more people now are streaming at 3:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. So we're going to be making some adjustments to try and just get some clearer air, get some fresh air waves in the morning, open the stream time window, let the fresh air stream times in. 11 EST is my limit for Twitch. That's exactly why I shifted my times earlier, and then we landed at 3:30 p.m. Does multi also not count now? If you are in if you have like 3 streams open on a computer on Twitch, you will not count in the viewer tab or the viewer count. You'll show up in the viewer list, but it's how they're combating that viewer bot problem, and so it affects people that lurk in a multiple of streams. Yeah, and like it stops like people from lurking on an embedded website somewhere. So there's legitimate cases that you know, other people, normal lurkers and things are not counting in places. Yeah. 4 stars. 4 stars. But no, so yeah, that's just all the people coming in. Hello, welcome. Stream times are going to be a little different. If you want to know the down to the minute time when I'm live, ! Discord. Get in the Discord. Discord.gg/Bootyswagga. And that isn't like a plug to like fill up the Discord. It's a nice place with nice things. But if you want to know the exact minute I go live, I multi-stream on the internet everywhere. Hello, twitch.tv. Hello, kick.com. Hello, YouTube. And hello, X. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. So wherever you are, I am. And the best place to find that is I have all of my links posted by me, not a robot, when I'm live after the Twitch ads have played. So if you're looking to watch me on any platform, the Discord is the best place. You can mute everything if you want. I would recommend, you know, hanging out, saying some words. There's cool people there doing cool things. But worst case scenario, you mute everything, leave going live alone. Leave going live alone if you want to find out what the plan is for the day. Also leave booty intercoms. But if you want to know just an at everyone when I'm live, never used for anything else other than when I'm live, that's the channel. Hello, X.
We saw some really cool tie-dyed merch recently.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. Tie-dye merch was so smart. I always am so fascinated with that because I just never, I always see people do that. I'm like, oh, damn, that's really cool. I should do that. Never do that. I always forget. So chat, I've showed off some of this on, stream on Saturday. But I know that a lot of people were interested in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of go through the OBS setup that that I made. I'm going to kind of go through that setup again, just because I know there's some people here with curious eyes of how it all came together and weren't here on Saturday to see it all. I'm just opening up my secondary backup OBS. Launch anyway, please. Launch anyway, please. More BTS, right? Did you already discuss last night's show? Unfortunately, I'm not giving away anything about last night's show. I talked about how cool it was. I was so happy with how it turned out. I thought the crowd was amazing. The event was amazing. But there is the bro code that we all made that nobody's talking about it until the video comes out. And the video is, I believe all the footage and everything was like expeditedly uploaded. And it's all like in the process of being downloaded and the edits begun. So like everyone who wasn't at the comedy show, I too feel like I wasn't at the comedy show. And so I also cannot wait for this video to come out. I am so excited. I'm so excited for the video. It'll probably be, I can't make any guarantees. I am not speaking on it, but I know that it is given like the utmost priority, beyond all other utmost priorities to get this going. Yeah. That is literally POV or the editors right now. No leaks. No leaks at all. No leaks. What are you, far-fetched? Huh? What are you, Hatsune Miku? Comedy. I can't stop like clapping and delivering jokes because I thought it would be funny. I don't know who it was. Someone left a Wubby painting outside the venue. I asked around, nobody claimed it. So I took it home and didn't get thrown out. Yeah, we all saw a photo of that. And I personally went, I don't know. I don't know what it is. If there was like a photo or a painting made of Wubby and just left out in the wild, that would be the most terrifying thing I would ever see. Not because like of how Wubby is, right? It just, whoever left that painting there, I feel like it's like a poop dollar, or like it's like someone has like a dollar bill and a fishing hook. I feel like I would be recorded. I feel like I was being recorded if I had seen it. Just randomly in the woods, terrified. Absolutely terrified. Like you pick it up, they're like, poop picture, poop painting. You got poop painting. It was painted with my poop. It's on your hands. Poop dollar. Like I would just, yeah, exactly. The back just says poop painting. There's like a GoPro attached to it with an air tag so they can track you. There's like a drone flying overhead. I'm glad you got it, though, the dictionary. Sorry I'm making you terrified. You should be. No, but I'm glad that you got it. That's so funny. No, we saw the painting and it's like, it's a painting of like Wubby like sitting sad in a corner. It was very, I'm schizo now. I'm pretty sure it was like painted with like someone's blood. It's a work of art. It belongs in a museum. Wheel Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel. I don't have like any of the can I go stimming? 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 Can I go stimming?
Can I got stimmin'?
Can I go stimming? Can I go stimming?
Bootyswagga miracle.
Can I go stimming?
Bootyswagga.
Did you see the subreddit post? Did you see my comment on that post? I hit him with a can I go stimming?
Love it, Bootyswagga.
Can I go stimming?
Miracle.
Can I go stimming?
Did you see the subreddit?
Can I go
post about
stimming?
that?
Okay, so what I did end up doing was I had one
One of my favorite bits.
Okay, here we go. I'm trying to see like how I can show this
One puzzle.
with the best information. Maybe I do it like this. Let me. Hey, boppity boopity, Hey, it's the biggity boopity, Biggity boppity boopity,
Yeah, Al owes you $10.
Hell yeah, that's right. I need to collect on that. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun with that puzzle. I don't have a lot of my assets open. My whole monitor screen was completely full at the time. But what I can do is, will this... There we go. So this was kind of the setup for it. This is my Stream Deck in person, but this was like basically the entire run of the show, minus my just things I had to type in on scenes. So how a lot of this works, if you didn't see me doing it all before, is most of this comes with did I put it over the train? Video capture, image, test cam. Oh, I think I changed from the test cam. I think that's what I did. So if you're used to OBS, things like this, the way to make this all incredibly easy is through using nested scenes. That's basically the biggest key and clue to being able to do anything large without killing your computer in the process, is doing and using nested scenes. So for this example here, for like Wubbycam, this was a browser source. I always use Video Ninja, formerly known as OBS Ninja. This is like the bread and butter that a lot of people use to gather a large amount of webcams from other programs. So while Wubby was like live and everything, I had him in his OBS just send me his camera, in his camera scene in OBS. So that way I had his cutout, and then both Peanut and Alex, I had a separate link, as opposed to using Discord for videos, which causes problems and sizing issues and all this sort of thing. This way eliminates all of that. I just get a feed that I can do what I want. And with this feed then, source clone, I think all of these I had as test cam, just so you guys can kind of see this here. So yeah, all of this was all built in fun little nested scenes. So like for camera one, this was where Wubby resided. This was just a scene with his camera. There is nothing else in here. This is just his camera for camera one, or player one, however you would like to name it. Camera two was Alex here. As you can see, it's the same thing with a different link of this setup of Video Ninja. into a browser source. So browser sources are one of the biggest like resource hogs in OBS. If you have a lot of alerts, if you have a lot of
Discord,
things that
not
are using
having
browser
NDI
sources,
streams out is such a huge miss.
is awful. It's awful. Discord not having NDI streams out is such a miss. There's a lot of like surface level Discord is amazing. Production level Discord is the absolute biggest nightmare clusterfuck. We use it for audio because audio is literally the number one priority in any live stream. Any live stream, any production, audio, without even looking at something, is the biggest factor of determining like scuffed amateur professional production in an instant. Even if it looks nice, you can't necessarily buy good audio. You could buy proper equipment, but good audio is not easy. It's the hardest fucking thing in the world. Audio engineers are wizards. It just is, okay? Cameras have an automatic setting that adjusts for everything, right? There's no automatic sound setting for a microphone. There's no automatic sound setting for anything. It's like, well, the humidity is this today, and well, I'm noticing the paint that they used in this theater is not quite as dark as it should be, so the sound isn't going to be absorbed properly. It's going to cause some echo. We're going to have to change this on the fly. Like, there's sound engineering, especially in a amateur production like me in OBS, is hard enough as it is that everyone, at least in this show, has a professional microphone, has professional audio software of their own. So for that case, I turn off all audio enhancements in Discord and we just use that. It's easy. What are you going to do? Camera 3, Peanut, same thing, same story. One scene is all I need. So in this case, there are only 3 browser sources. There are only 3 browser sources for a camera that is ever called. I'm never using the same browser source twice. I'm never using how it works in OBS with all these source clones is that if you were to say add 2 video capture devices in OBS, right? If we were to just add this same one again, if we were to just add this same one again that we already have into a new scene, right now, with this video capture device here and this video capture device right here, right? We turn both of them on. If that is used, OBS is now rendering the same camera twice. It's now on 2 scenes active. It's having 2 instances of that camera running, right? What nested scenes does, and this is why it's so important, with a nested scene and why I keep saying it, I go to something like Player One Score, where you see this same camera that we have here, the same instance, but instead of calling that camera, instead of putting that same camera in by copying and pasting, we use this thing called source clone. This source clone right here, it's a OBS plugin by a developer, Exceldro. Amazing person. In that tweet, I tagged a bunch of people that made all of the things that I used, namely Source Mirror and the Move plugin, right? All the others were like cool tutorials. They're really cool creators. Go follow and support people that do stuff because, again, I didn't make any of this necessarily, right? Like, I'm standing on the shoulders of giants, taking all of the things that they've made and their tutorials to then do this, right? So this is a OBS plugin, source clone. Cannot recommend it enough. And what this is, it's basically a fancy... These two things, like a
pass by reference
using a scene and using a source clone, are I don't know. They're almost the same, but not. Using a source or using a scene as a source. I know this is getting confusing here, right? Would effectively do the same thing. The difference with a source clone is that you can add other filters and effects and transitions to that clone without it calling for something twice, if that makes sense. It's different than just using the same video capture device, because in OBS, that's 2 instances of a camera running. What this is doing, a source clone, is effectively using the same scene. It's calling the scene that has a camera on it, not the camera itself, trying to render all that thing, right? Because when you use your camera, it has like a whole... use your device, it's matching all of the resolution and settings and putting all that in. When in reality, I could just make a new scene, add a source, add a scene. We're just going to do the camera 1, whatever it is, right? Camera 1. Boom. we have another instance of camera 1 as a nested scene. So we're not looking at the camera, right? We're looking at the scene of the camera, if that makes sense. So we're not looking at the physical camera's upload, we're looking at a scene of the camera. The benefit of this is that it will share things like filters. So if I were to add just a color correction here, and let's just change the hue, right? Change the hue, change the brightness, change the contrast. We'll make it really blown out. Perfect. Something like this, right? We'll make it really blown out. So now camera 1, it's like, oh, cool. This scene now has like a cool broken effect on here. But if I go back, because I just changed, it's effectively the same as going into your scene list here. It's effectively the same as just adding a filter here. So all you're doing is calling this scene and whatever things are attached to it in here. But I'll get rid of this. This is the camera 1 scene again, right? So if we just get rid of this for the test, what I do now is I go into a source clone, and let's just, I have naming conventions for everything. So because it's a clone, I go in here. Now I can choose either a source or I can choose a scene. And so for this clone, we're just going to take the player 1 camera. So camera 1, we're making a source clone of it. Now, same thing. We're not calling the physical camera. We're calling the scene of the camera, but instead of it being a direct scene, so for here, we can make the same filter, color correction. We'll just change the hue of this. We'll bump the contrast, lower the gamma. We'll just make it, again, something nice and crunchy, this purple and green, whatever it is, right? Just like this. Great. So now on this scene with that same player 1, but now if we go back to the other one, it's its normal value. Everything is back to normal. There's no adjustments on this one. However, it effectively is the same thing. So this is kind of like the big bread and butter of all these effects and transitions in OBS, is that by using these source clones, you can, without overloading your system, having a million instances of a camera running, you then can just call that instance of it, do what you want for a particular scene, and then be done with it. So pretty much in most of these scenes, anytime I need a camera that's just the camera, it's just calling the regular scene. So this one here, it's just calling the scene of the player 1 score, right? Just shows up normally. All it is just the resized window of this. This is the player 1 score. It's just a solo cutout of player 1 here. And when you go to the big group scene, it's that same scene, just trimmed on the side and shrunk down. Nothing crazy, nothing new. You'll notice there's a bunch of these clones, though. There's a bunch of these clones that have all hidden, which I'll explain in a bit. That's how I do all of the animations between scenes, like you're seeing here, how they'll all just kind of like swap with each other. Stuff like that, right? How that's all done is by having these, what I call like dummy files here. Kind of like in video editing or things, there's like dummy files in your computer stuff. There's dummy files. That's basically what these are. This gives it, well, before I get too far ahead of myself here, that's basically the bread and butter of how this all works. Inside of, like, say, the wheel scene, you'll notice that this right here, if I were to just take what is player 2 and player 3, if I were to just take their normal scores, they would just be their square windows, right? This one's a little scuffed. But if I were to not use these clones and just these, that would mess it up. And so we have these cloned images that have this particular filter on them all, that has this 3D perspective effect, which allows it to look as if it's kind of shifting in space right there, right? Which is fun. That's kind of the basis of how this scene works. If we were to just take the filters from this, if I were to say, okay, I want this 3D effect, but we're going to put it on this player score, it'll look the same. It'll look the same, right?
Doing that in a robust way, even outside of OBS, is so hard.
I don't think people realize what a big deal the camera object transitions are. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, that is harder to do than you think, and it's all based on what I'm showing now of having pieces of a large puzzle that then you can mix and match together. It takes up, like you can see, there were only, I mean, if you think about it, here's a perfect example. This is what happens if we were to just do that. Now, I can do a bunch of automation to say like, okay, when I go to this scene, player 3 can't be this way. So what I'll have to do is whenever I go to this scene, write an automation to automatically turn this effect off. And then whenever I go to another scene, have an automation to automatically turn it back on. We can do that, of course. Of course we can do that. But like, there's no need. That's so complicated when in reality what we do is we don't need this filter on there at all. Like keep the, I guess what I'm saying is keep a very neutral base where there is basically nothing on this. Same with it. This is the base one with no filters. It's just the camera and a nice color source here, right? Just a nice color source right there. Don't need the frame. This is all player one's thing is. This frame is what I use to line people's cameras up. I use just like a cutout here to make sure that everything will line up nice and nice. That way, whenever I have talent, I'm not like, let me adjust your window. Let me make sure it's the same. Let me just adjust your camera. If you could just give me 5 minutes. Basically, it's plug and play. I have everything all set up so that I have the camera adjusted. So when I get their camera feed, it goes into one scene. I never have to touch it again. And in every single instance of their camera, it is consistent across the board. It's completely consistent. And then if you ever need to make a change, well, you don't use that same scene. You can just make a clone of it, put whatever effect you want, and then it's repeatable through another scene because you can just use the same clone that has the same effects. And that's how you get all of these like wonderful little like swaps, is because same here, player 3, yellow, now just has their regular score here. It's no longer calling the same object. So player 3 3D perspective is just hiding somewhere. It's hiding somewhere. But that's how these all, oh, there it was. I saw it hiding. And so these are swapping places with each other without using any sort of like filter toggles, without any automations. It just simply is using instances of this, which brings me to kind of like this little dummy setup that I have here. So as you saw in this scene, I can have an object just hiding here, right? You can't necessarily see it when it's pulled out. Maybe you see a little border there. But when this object is active, and I go somewhere else, you see now the thing just kind of appearing and disappearing from a weird place. It just feels like it doesn't work. It's not smooth. And the reason for all of that is that it's all based on this scene transition move plugin. This is how all of the animations were designed. This is, again, a move. It's called Move plugin for OBS, once again by Exceldro, right down here. Exceldro.
Damn, you did a solid job with these.
And then for every single instance, you can do things like if the item has a matched name, for a new item that appears, or if something is disappearing. The ones that we're focused on is matched items. So you'll notice that even though player 3's score is the crooked one here, even though player 3's score is the crooked one here, when it goes to player 3, it just swaps nicely. So player 3 is just calling the scene, while the clone of it down here, that's angled, is hidden. If we go anywhere else, the player 3 score, just the scene is hidden, and the clone of it is now visible. And by doing that, by having those dummy files, you'll never have an instance where like something just pops out of frame and slides in. Even though they're not visible, when you switch scenes, when you do it correctly, it creates a magic. It's a trick of the eye. Like you can definitely see when one probably like swaps, but because it goes so fast, how it's said, I have them all to like 500 milliseconds or so. Once it gets going, you really can't tell even when you're looking for it. Like you can, on certain big jumps, like you'll notice this player 2 who's red right now. If I zoom in, you'll be able to see it swap to the other transition while it's going over there, right? But because the other movements are happening so intense, you never really can get a full piece of it. It kind of automatically animates from going here, and as it transitions and going straight, all of a sudden it swaps to the other one, which I thought was a really cool effect. I thought that was just a really cool effect, and that's all based on having all of these dummy files here, right? That's what I was trying to say. So if I were to just like duplicate this scene, and I delete all of these dummy files from it, right? So like everything in player 3, we're going to get rid of. And we're going to pretend like this is the scene we've been working with. So all these clones, just this. So say you're like, okay, cool. I designed this scene this way. Everything looks good for player 3. Everything looks good. Now let's go around. Oh, what happened? That one just kind of flashed in. Okay, yeah. Animation. Great. And, oh. Wait, what? I mean, it's still kind of working, huh? I mean, it's jumping around in random places. Oh, because it's player 3 that I did. So I have to kind of like jump between some of these. There we go. And you'll notice it just like flashes now. Instead of like going smooth in transition like it does from one to the other, now it just kind of stops. And all that's based on having the sources existing in it already, I guess you could say. Oh, right. Here's all the wheel stuff. The wheel itself, I made it in Photoshop. Let me... I made it all in Photoshop. I can pull it up for you here. Well, I showed it, and we made it on stream. So anyone who is wanting to see like how I made the wheel, and like all the things in it, in particular, we showed that on Saturday. Photoshop. Move plugin is incredibly clutch. Exceldros, like literally just click through that, and that man and Finite Singularity are goddamn wizards. They're goddamn wizards, and I don't understand. Perfect. So you can see a bunch of these things here. Where's my wheelie witch? Where's my wheelie witch template? Perfect. So this is like the most slapped together. My Photoshop is not organized. Like my Photoshop is not as organized as my OBS. But all this is just each individual word is a source. Or each individual thing is its own layer with its own effects. This is it's like a typewriter font, which is like kind of the closest you can get American typewriter to the Wheel of Fortune font. And so all this again was just, yeah, in one giant clump. This was, which one was this one? This one was colors, not colors. How did I have this one saved?
Notter's Gamba!
Never Stop Gamba, Never Stop Gamba. Don't I have colors? What? How do I get... is this a copy? What did I do here?
4,444,444.
What the heck?
45.
Yo, Yeb, 45 months? Wait, mine says 45 months. 4,444,444. What the helly? What the helly, Yeb? How you doing? How's your day going, homie? But yeah, the wheel was just made with the line tool, and then adding all of this, and then on top of that, I had numbers. Boom.
That's fun to say.
So this was just grouping things in layers, adding a stroke, adding a drop shadow, using the same American typewriter font, and then just kind of going from there. This was all rotated. In essence, it's like a local HTML CSS file, right? That then just rotates using webhooks. That sounds a lot more complicated than it is. Webhooks is amazing. Thank you, TT. OBS webhooks. And then I got everyone to spin the wheel. Based on
The
StreamerBot.
line I use when I start.
So StreamerBot is a streamer tool that deals in automations and things. And while I did not use StreamerBot, and this was all I had
Real
for...
talk. How much would you charge for?
This was all I had for Wheelie Witch, was just spin
feel
and
like
stop.
this is a
Spin was a
career
keyboard press
opportunity.
that was 1. And then stop was a keyboard press that was 2. Basically what that is I made a button. Go up here, sign in. I made a button using a virtual like a virtual deck, I guess you can say. But in essence, it creates that loophole of I don't need a website for something like this, which is what I was really looking for, because it's one button. It's one button, and it's just this. It was a StreamerBot website that I made a single button, and when you click it, it presses 1 on my computer, which then the 1, just while I'm clicked into the browser window of the wheel, clicking it is a 1, and the wheel spins. And then when they release it, it sends the key press for 2, which then stops the wheel spinning, which then slows it down to a gradual halt. And it's just a rotation. The reason I didn't do it in OBS is while the movement plugin is great, messing with values on a consistent basis tends to break inside of OBS. It's inconsistent. How did you do the spin sound? It's the same thing. It's this deck button can make anything happen inside of StreamerBot or my computer. So all of the audio was my mic. It was my mic. It was Discord audio, so you can hear everybody, and then things like the wheel. This was just like a window capture of the browser source area of all of the effects, right? So that's what that was.
Does OBS have a native API? Curious why it has to rely on keybinds.
What do you mean? OBS does have a multitude of things like that. Like how I used to run my OBS, you can change OBS scenes through your command prompt. OBS has a whole robust system where you can send like a bat file. Like you can type in a text document within a certain phrase in your OBS, run it like without a command prompt pop-up, and you can change your scenes like that too. There's a number of ways to do it, but ultimately a keyboard press is the easiest thing in the world. Especially with like how much documentation for StreamerBot, where it's just like you push a button, it pushes 1. You release the button, it pushes 2. In person, it's going to be easy.
Is just the most
in person, it's going to be easy. I'm not a programmer. I don't know code.
On your previous VOD, you were talking about things not working. If the Windows wasn't focused, was that still true for the show?
So that was my DRM for the wheel spin. Because as I was giving it everyone to test, you'll notice that when I had it clicked, everyone wants to spin the wheel. It's fun. It's so fun, right? If I don't have when the window is in foreground, my fear was the wheel would just be spun outside of when I needed it to be spun. And if I needed there were multiple times of like going into a text file, changing a number to something else. Sometimes you'll saw that I had to go back to the wheel to double check what number they spun again. If the wheel was just able to be freely spun at any moment, it would have been too much chaos of like what I needed it for. So the workaround, even though all of them had the same button, everyone had just the same button. I didn't feel like making separate things because ultimately, even if all of them had separate buttons, it still would be able to be spun at any time. So my workaround, the DRM, was that I had to click into the wheel in order for the key presses to be able to register. The window had to be in the foreground.
Crazy for free software. And you really showed what it could do. Super impressive.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, smart. So smart. Smart guy. He's TJ Mowry. He's a smart guy. He's a smart guy. Smart guy. But OBS has does have like a native like command level API integration. But the thing in particular that I'm talking about is WebSockets. OBS WebSockets
Did we
developed by
already
our
talk
beautiful
about the
friend,
feed tag?
TT. Did we already talk about the feet tag? I mean, that's probably where all my viewers are coming from, honestly, right now, you know? The feet tag, Yeb told me the secret to getting famous, which you could check in my stream tags. But I decided to one-up it more because I'm not narrowing my field. I added a girl and feet to my tag. So if you found me through girl or feet, you're a real one. I also added boy. That way I'm not a liar.
Life hack.
Life hack. Life hack. Yeah, Yeb showed me her metrics. And like, normally with tags, I did what she told me what she did, and I was just like, that's funny. That can't work, right? And I was just like, no one ever clicks up. My tags I thought were just funny. Like, I thought like they just showed up at the bottom of my video and it says like 69, no hard R. Like, I just thought it was like a visual gag. And then Yeb showed me your stat. Like 70 people clicked on the tag feet to her stream. What the fuck? I want 70 clicks. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I'll write feet in my tags if someone will click on it. You see that tits with rat? That thing's crazy. You see tits with rat? What the helly? This shit's crazy. I hear femboy's a good one. That's why I put girl and boy feet. That was just the one use, right? Gotta pump those SEO numbers, right? I took out Mr. Beast from my tags and I replaced it with speed. So I'm hoping if people just search speed on Twitch, maybe I'll pop up. One of the 2 million using that tag, probably. Rest of us clicked on Malort tag. Oh, that's the secret word.
Say my tits, say my tits, say.
What about Kai right now?
It's
What
not
about Kai
random.
right now?
Tits
What
with
would Kai
has got
do?
some hanging out.
WWKD. What would Kai do? Every time I tune into the, like, God bless these long marathons, I'm not arguing that they have huge production values, huge things going on. I've seen all the viral clips, all the huge moments of this,
Buff
right?
pass.
But like for the general public, like every time I have clicked on iShowSpeed stream or Kai Cenat's stream, everyone is asleep. Maybe it's just my waking hours and when I'm awake and consuming content. Every time I'm like, oh, let me check on iShowSpeed. It's like an outdoor cam of a bus at 5 a.m. in the East Coast. I'm just like, oh. And it's just sleeping.
Ha, ha.
I'm like, oh, I wonder what Mafia-thon's up to after the comedy show. I get home, I sit down to my computer after a shower. I'm like, oh, let me check in on these big marathons. And in the Mafia-thon, it was 2 dudes arguing who stole the weed and asking chat to say who stole the weed. And I went, I don't care. This isn't for me. Then I got high. And then like an hour later, I clicked back in. Everyone was asleep. I was like, damn, they were so awake. Everyone stole the weed. Everyone just fell asleep. But I mean, like, no one is doing it. No one is doing it bigger in the U.S. English market, right? Oh shit, my button is wrong. No one is doing it bigger in the U.S. market than Kai. Like, his shit is just like, I can't imagine how much like money goes into stuff like that, right? Like, it's a crazy amount to be pumping in. I don't think it's feasible for anyone like me. It sets an unrealistic standard, right? But like that's not anyone's problem. Homie is like literally redefining the genre. Much like Ice Poseidon did, inventing the IRL and like all of that for better or for worse. The whole internet stopped watching everyone to like watch one person, right? Like, it's crazy. I watched like a clip of Speed just in public. The dude is swarmed harder than like Michael Jackson in a grocery store. Like, the dudes are huger than life, and that's really cool. But you know, ha ha ha, give me that. I want some of that. Give me that. I want security guards hanging off the side of my car driving through the street as like literal zombie children are sprinting after a van. Like, it's crazy.
We give Michael B. Jordan a ton of money and then we'll just kind of take a nap.
That finally someone is making sense. You know, finally someone's making sense around here. You'll outlive us all because you strengthen your insides like an old baseball glove. I got
The dream.
IBS. My insides are like a cheese grater, bro. My insides
Happy
are,
September!
they're more bitter than Malort. You know what I'm saying? Happy September. Yo, Tristan, thank you. Happy September to you as well. Oh my gosh. Welcome on in, homies. Welcome on in, YouTube homies. Welcome on in, Kick homies. Welcome on in, X homies. Welcome on in, Twitch homies.
More like September.
More like September. Oh, nailed it. Nailed it. Yeah, I mean, I had so much fun with this. I have
Booty
all these
wiggling.
scenes again. Everything is
Booty
all just based
wiggling.
on that nested scenes.
Booty wiggling. Booty wiggling.
Between like the puzzles,
Booty
the
wiggling.
scores, all of that. That's how all of these happen. Is this thing? I really think the logo came out fine. I was really happy with the logo. The set is also, the set is like a one-time and done just for ease sake. But this again, this little scene right here is just, I know a lot of people are like, it makes me uncomfortable, which I thought was funny. It again was just a filter that just had it on a breathing effect. Just had it on a breathing effect. I have another one that we can do over here too that I was playing with, but like, keep it simple. Keep it simple. It was this one. It was this one here, and where's my... It's also reversed, which is funny. Why is it so reversed, dog? Oh, shoot. I know why. Here we go. Doy, am I a goofball or what? Oh, not the fire. Not the fire. No, 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 no. Why is my middle mouse button clicking shit? What the helly? What the hellionte is this? I wanted to have a spotlight going. I wanted to have like a fun spotlight kind of in the crowd, but I don't know. Stuff like that is like, eh. Stuff like that is like, eh. Combining that with things like breathing. Just tend to make for some like fun kind of like crowd effects, you know? OBS on fire. No, for some reason, OBS is taking my middle mouse click that when I'm just scrolling really fast, sometimes I click it. And it was selecting things, which has never happened before. But this was just basically the startup as we were getting everything set. I made this very last second, hence why it's just a weird breathing thing. But then I just hit play on our little video, and it's just a curtain opening. It's just a curtain. This is like that curtain opening I've used in so many settings. This is the same theater I use for like a YGST background. This was the same setup I had. I used this for Wubby's talent show. I've used this for the film fest. I've used this combination of opening curtains and this background frame, because this is just a frame that I cut out of a movie theater photo in Photoshop. So this is just a me cut out, making that transparent, adding our fun little logo that I made on here, which again is just a nested scene. It's just purely the logo and this aptly titled "Raining Money" video loop, which I just thought was appropriate. I thought it was funny that it was Wheelie Witch, and then the bills are like $1, $5, $2 bill. Like there's $100 bill that like graces the video every now. There it is. There's Benji. There's Benjamin. Oh, there's 2. Oh my God, we're so Wheelie Witch. But yeah, for the most part, it's all. And then as you see, yeah, when we go from like the logo, because it's the same source, it just looks like it moves ever so effortlessly to its new position. But yeah, friends, I hope you like that little. I never know. Do you have any questions on things? I guess I don't know. I never know what to ask, or if I said too much. If your eyes have glazed over like 30 minutes ago. I don't know how you're feeling. This was so well done. Well, thank you so much.
Booty clap, booty clap.
Does OBS have keyframing? No. OBS doesn't even have like a down key
Booty
system.
clap.
There's no technical like there's no like down keying scenes, or there's no like baked in down keying. So for people that like doing all of these workarounds would be so much easier if there was like something you can run downstream. Like if you can have like how typically broadcasts I know work just through research for OBS.
Another reason why this
Typically
is
you
so
could just have
amazing.
a camera feed and then you have another input somewhere that just can like drag on a lower third and off at any moment. It's just, you can just do that and it comes in after all of it, after everything, you know? So like you can just have a feed without needing to make a source to do something. There's just, you can downplay anything, which would be so much easier. I used to have technically in my OBS, I have like a downstream key that's not this that you see in all of my scenes. This is my own workaround. This is my own workaround. It's the only thing on top of everything and locked. And already with certain scenes, there's a million things going on. Like all of my puppets. Now you're in the know. Now that you have the BTS, you see how like all of these are just all the sources are just a scene. I do it once and it only ever populates on one thing. For an example, like our monitor here is just our monitor. I hover over it. That's just the monitor that you see. Mighty Anna, right? But then for our desktop blur, it's just a clone of our monitor stack. But then because it's a clone, I added a blur filter, which makes this nice effect behind it
Mighty Anna.
without affecting
My
the
channel.
regular scene. So everywhere you look in my stream, this is how
Mighty
everything
Anna.
is like based and built. Is all through this nested scene principle, right? It's the bread and butter of everything. It's the secret sauce. The secret sauce. But no, in OBS, there's no keyframing. There's no downstream keys. There's no anything, right? So I made my own. The only way I could show
Anna.
this is going to studio mode here. And inside of this downstream key is just basically all of my audio. Cheesy bussy. Yo, 4 years? Hold the freaking phone, dog. 4 years? Cheesy bussy. Holy guacamole, son. What the F, dog? What the hell, What the hell, y'all? What the freak a leak? What the freak a leaking? What the freaking? Mercy on high. Mercy on. Lord have mercy, I'm going bust. Thank you so much, Cheesy Pussy. Thank you for the 4 years, dog. Holy shit. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you,
I can't
thank you,
stop
thank you.
saying what the hellia. Thanks for that.
Same,
Smiley face
same.
emoji.
What the hell y'all? I watched too much
Doctor,
Love
I
Island
have
US, and they said
real
what the hellies so
ADHD
much that
meds. I
it
have
was
never
ingrained in
felt
my
more
head.
normal.
And because I just
I
watched
didn't
Severance,
know my head
I can't
could
stop
be
saying
this
it too.
quiet.
Puff, puff, pass.
my doctor finally prescribed me some real age. God, I'm so jealous. I would love to get. I'm like I would love it and hate it. Because like you know that like cringy holds up spork. My ADHD is my superpower, but I'm undiagnosed and I don't know if it would really help me or if I just need like some water and a nap. But I feel like it would definitely help. I definitely would help. I feel like I would be so much more productive having a quiet head instead of like pop, 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 monkey chatter in my brain, you know?
Just finished season 2 as well.
Inside of here, you notice I have a scene, audio master, widget master. So this is basically just my way of getting all of my
In Minecraft.
all of my things here. Audio master is simply all of my audio inputs in one scene. So if I ever make like a new scene somewhere that doesn't have anything under like test, let's just say. Well, it's different because like there's no sounds. But here, let's do a fun little test. You're going to go in darkness for a little bit, okay? I'm going to put you in darkness and I'll show you exactly what we do in our test. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to add this downstream key, one source to this new blank scene that you see here, and suddenly you'll be able to hear me. You won't see me, but you'll hear me and you'll see all of the alert boxes, right? So I'm just going to copy this to make it easier. Copy, go to test. And now you can hear Spotify, you can hear my voice, everything pops up on stream. And so this is my way of easily, whenever I make a new scene, I don't have to worry about adding my alert box. I don't have to worry about adding a chat. I don't have to worry about adding all of my sound sources because, like you can see now, with a copy and paste and I lock the source, I color it red so I never touch it or think about it again. Make sure that's the topmost scene, and then all of my alerts, all of my sounds, all of that just works. Just like that. So that's how I keep things like that organized. And it's the same thing in my alert box, which then feeds into all of my widgets, which are right here. Just things that even if I'm not using them, like an alert box, all of the ad text. So like the ad text that pops up on stream, old music plugins here, old chat
OMG,
live split,
I do
all
this
basically
too.
browser
Love the
sources of any
organization.
kind that I turn off at will are all in this like little widget column that then is all put in. That's all put in. Where's widget master? Oh, here. It's just in this file already. And then widget master has just links to all of these scenes. Let me go to studio mode. Widget master just has all of the scenes that you see that I use just in one, and it's just calling their source again. So then instead of having to add, you know, my old knee pop-up, sideways chat, an alert box, sub goal, and because it's all just one, it's all just easy. They're always active, so when I need to turn something off, like smoke effects, like if I need to just turn one off, I could just click it once and it disappears from all of my scenes. So that's yeah. That's it. How often do you back all this up? Back this up. Watch me back this up. Hit it. Ha ha. I'm currently in the process right now. This, which is my main setup, because this is my main setup. This has now become my testing grounds. I've been in like a month-long process of redesigning my OBS, cleaning some things up, changing things, replacing stuff that I don't use or have on stream anymore, just Xing it out of completely and just starting rebuilding from scratch. It's taken me a while, but every time that I've lost my OBS on numerous occasions. I've tried backing it up. I have too much going on in the back end, plugin wise, settings wise, that even if I were to back it up, most of everything just still will break. Like for a good while too, just like switching between my monitor and things, by clicking around, sometimes things just don't work. Like a lot of my stuff relies on buttons and automations in my stream that this is like the legacy version right now. I have a new and improved one, as you could see. I have a new one up here that I'm currently working on that I'm very excited to debut. Twitch 3.0 +1 plus final. Whoa, we're working on this one. That one's going to be crazy when it debuts. But like, and see for here too, like all of this that I do is just like,
Did you lose the critical role biases to an OBS crash? I missed those.
Final underscore.
yeah,
Actually.
exactly. That's how you know I'm a real designer.
Final V2.
That's how you know I'm a real designer. Final, actually final. Exactly. That's how you know. Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts type
pause
profile.
is
That's an Evangelion reference right there. That's a Ava rebuild. Naming shit like all of my OBS used to follow. First, it was the original Ava. It was OBS Gellion, and then after I lost that computer the first time and had to rebuild everything, it was OBS Gellion, the end of OBS Gellion, which was the second. Then I had OBS 1.11 plus. Then I had OBS 2.22 plus. Then I had OBS 3.33 plus. I've lost OBS like numerous times, and every time I would just name it after Evangelion, and then the rebuild movies. And then eventually it died, and I lost everything so much I ran out of Ava content.
The file name ended up
The rebuild's
being
worth it?
import
100% yes.
Final underscore,
Absolutely.
Final
The rebuilds
underscore,
do not
V2
ruin it. It's an entirely
underscore,
new
final
story, and it's
underscore,
amazing.
fixed
Don't be turned off by
underscore,
1.11.
V3.
Watch them all. You are so blessed that you didn't have to wait for like 12,
Did you have a
13 years for the
hospital
final
room
one to come
scene?
out.
The software engineer in me is hoping these can be stored in Git or something.
I should put
The amount of
Hasselhoff above
work
rats
on
with
these is
tits with rat.
wild.
Perfect. There we go. Look at our fun little gang. Look at our fun little gang. I learned a new way to make our guys move and talk that I'm really happy with. So I hope you enjoy them. I learned this fun new technique from another streamer. I tagged them inside of my tweet from Wheelie Witch. If you haven't seen it yet, a bunch of creators. I tagged like 5 people because that was all I could fit. There's more people, but those 5 are like, if you're interested in OBS plugins or people that make content that's cool, that also describe their process of how they make cool things and release plugins, and all of that, those creators that I listed on there are amazing. And this new Move plugin that I have for talking is so much easier to set up.
Bro.
It's so much easier to
the IT technician in me
have in running.
wants a whole system image and a RAID setup. LOL.
The software is hoping these can be stored in Git. The problem is like OBS doesn't have so all of the plugins are not. Most of the things that make my OBS work, I should say, is third-party products. And so while I've attempted to back up my OBS to like a OneDrive, to a cloud server, have like a cloud server or a drive that's auto updated to a cloud that no matter what, but there's so much that didn't work. The first time I went to, or second time, I guess, when I went to Australia with Wubby and Al, like we had like the Cold Ones boys, and shout out their audio wizard Rowie. He came over and like set up all of our computer and sound equipment and everything in our Airbnb in Australia. And I thought I had everything backed up. I thought I had everything backed up just how it should be and made. But as it turned out, nothing worked. Nothing worked. Love Rowie? Same, brother. Same. Fucking love Rowie. I love every single person, like in the Cold Ones crew, in their production team and their tech team, even their editor team. Everyone is some of the just nicest people that everything you see about them on the screen is like who they are. They're just the nicest, most fun, goofy guys. Always have a good time with them. Always will go out of my way to give them their props because they're just a fun group of people. They're just a fun group of people. But yeah, that was the first time that I thought I had everything all backed up. That was the first big test. I even had like a backup of a backup. Neither worked. And I just went live with the camera talking at people. So like it's, it's an ebb and flow. It's an ebb and flow. Eileen Hero? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I've given up on the backup thing. I've tried so many times, and a lot of what I do relies on third-party things that don't back up easily. I guess that's the TLDR, even though TL didn't listen. That works. What are you going to do? Friends, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to get myself I need some ice. It is still humid as shit. It hasn't rained in San Diego, and I don't know how long. And I need to get another little cold beverage and go to the bathroom. So I encourage you to do the same.
Cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling.
I can't do cold
Pretty
ones now that I
wiggling.
stopped drinking. They seem like good people. That's totally fair. That's totally fair. I do feel like they definitely, to me though, like they make drinking not fun. Like after I watch a cold ones video, I'm like, oh, I need to sober up. I haven't had a drink in like 4 days.
Bootyswagga, gay robot, Bootyswagga, gay robot, Bootyswagga, gay
Love the
robot.
haircut. Thank you so much. I see people commenting on it. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy it. I did it Sunday night in my bathroom as usual. Sunday night in my bathroom as usual. Lined everything up with a comb. Held one side down and just shaved it. My go-to is you put the clippers just flat behind my ear, and then I go straight up to where kind of like my natural part is there. Then I go to this side, I pull my hair over, find my natural part, like right about there. And then I take the clippers and I go straight up to that part, and then I shave everything in between. And then I hop in the shower to wash all that hair off. But no, I'm feeling fresh, I'm feeling clean. I figured if I was going to be on a stage in front of people on camera for something I'm proud of. The only person I know who absolutely rocks that style, well, thank you so much. Slick? Sheesh. Sheesh. As good a reason for any for a haircut, right?
As any for a haircut.
Yeah.
The collab vid was
collab
fun,
vid
but
was
it hit a
fun,
point where it
but it
reminded
hit
me
a
of sloppy
point that
chaos I'm
just
trying to get away from. Yeah,
reminded
totally
me
fine.
of the sloppy chaos
Totally
I'm trying to get
understandable.
away from.
And yeah, I can totally see that. I feel like every time I watch those videos, I feel disappointed. I'm like, oh, come on, guys. I want to go mullet so bad. I got this mullet as like a stream bet. Like Wubby and I got mullets at the same time. Like normally this, I would still cut my hair, but I would just do the high and tight, the undercut, until Macklemore ruined it. I would just get the undercut, like, so basically like this, right? I just take this shave, leave the top. And then I went to Australia and I needed a haircut. So Wubby and I were like, yeah, we'll get mullets since we're in Australia, right? The mullet capital of the world. And then we had like the coolest, sickest dude in Sydney cut our hair.
Handsome.
Yeah, I've just had it ever since. I've just had it. I feel like the moment I cut the mullet is also when I'll just shave the mustache too. Just go back to clean slate. Old frogs will remember. The mustache and mullet is basically since I went to Australia. I went to Australia and it became my whole personality. When I started streaming, I had a mustache for years, and then I would shave my mustache every time I would get sick, and then I would just let it grow back eventually. So there were multiple times. Like the first time I was ever on stream, I didn't have a mustache and my hair was blue in that undercut style. It's so funny seeing like old streams and going through just like the different like just gross facial hair beard, the blue hair era
of Australia.
That's right, the dangerous influences, the Bogan era. Yeah, I'm still living my best Bogan era. I'm still living it. I feel like it's not as, once it gets a little grosser, but like my hair was so long, y'all. I swear to God, my hair grows so fast. This isn't a complaint. I know other people wish they had this problem, but I swear to God, like I feel like my head weighs 5 pounds less. Just with the amount of hair that I shave off my head. I filled up like half of a garbage can in my bathroom that was this big. I just would scoop it up and it's just half of my garbage can is just hair. I'm like, how did that all come off my head? The best feeling in the world, if you ever have like shave your head like this, is the first shower afterwards when like I squirt a bunch of conditioner in my hands and I'm like, ha ha ha, oh my God, I have no hair. Like my all of my like bathing components like get factored down by like a third. It's nice. Oh, it's so nice. I started watching after Australia. All I've known is mullet and stash. I feel that's a large portion of my audience. I feel a lot of people, that was around the time when I first moved here that my numbers go up.
Yeah.
Me when I was bald, man. I forget, you didn't have to do that was when you were fully bald. Did you have to do the mustache on your, I don't remember if you had the mustache or if you just shaved. No, you did, didn't you, Carlos? Or did you just have to have it shaved? I don't remember. Did you have the mustache too? And then you shaved bald, obviously? Was that?
I did for the stream, but I didn't keep it for the prices.
Was that? I'm trying to remember. That was one of the first. Was that Punishment Jenga or archery? Was that cornhole? Was that cornhole? That was also like right. That was the few months before I had I moved here. That was the Raid Shadow Legends sponsor. Oh yeah, that's right. That was how the Price of Scuff 3 was made. That's right. Oh my God, the lore dog. No, that feels so long ago. Like I feel like I've been in San Diego for my whole adult life. That's crazy. Go pee pee. Oh my God, that's right. I need to get a drink, a cold beverage, and go pee.
Booty lore.
God, that was so funny. I think I still have that photo saved somewhere of like you and Wubby stanced up, him with like, I never watched Naruto, the Leaf Village tattoo. God, what a time that was. The era of hair dye and haircuts being punishment. And then somewhere along the line, we all got it twisted, and then tattoos got involved. You know, life-ending things being said in public got involved. Green screens got involved. Actually, green screens have always really been there, I guess. All right, I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna get myself a fresh, cold beverage.
Pass.
I'm gonna get myself a fresh, cold beverage. Do you want to hear a cold beverage song while I go get a cold beverage? How about a little G-Love?
Pass.
How about a little G-Love while I go and get myself a drink and go to the bathroom? I encourage you all to do the same. Thank you for being here. There's a lot of places you can be on the internet on this fine Tuesday. And you're here right now on
Someone give me
twitch.tv,
a fresh
kick.com,
cold beverage,
youtube.com, or X. Thank you, homies. I'm going to go get a drink. If you're just getting off work, if you're just tuning in, get yourself a beverage, put on something comfy. We're going to be doing some fun stuff in a bit. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Scoots!
Cat jam.
Puff, puff, pass. Joe Biden eating burger, are you happy?
Booty wiggling, booty wiggling, booty wiggling!
Chair tennis.
Chair-tanic!
This is cursed. Chair-tanic.
A Catherine Easy is for chairs.
Are you out of your freaking gourd, man? Shortville Dodger, what the helly? What the helly? Thank you. Thank you. What the hell? Chair-tanic? Did you guys have a chair-tanic when I was gone? Does it really just show my chair only? Does it really just show my chair only? That's crazy. W Production? Dr. Pepper.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
W Production? I'm thinking Dr. Pepper.
Yep!
You know, I'm thinking Dr.
Pretty
Pepper.
good answer.
Hours of automation, baby.
Sure
That's right.
do.
That's all source clone. That's a source clone calling my camera, and then it goes back to the previous scene automatically. Oh,
Hell yeah!
what the hell
love
though,
me
dude?
some
Shardful
Doom.
Dodger, thank you for the 10 bomb. That's so nice of you. That's so nice of you. And you did that when I wasn't even here, bro. What the helly are from refining, dog? What the helly? What the heliante? What the? What the? I
Damn
ruined
it,
my
I
own dumb
ruined
joke.
my
You're
own
okay.
dumb joke.
No, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. This is very, very nice. I hope y'all have been having some fun with all the fun content. I have some fun stuff too that I'm working on. I have another game show. Actually, I have 2 game shows. If you like the Wheel of Fortune, I mean, this is your sneak peek. Since that one went so well, I feel comfortable
Dr. Pepper and Big Red
peppering in some things. Wheel of Fortune isn't the only game show like this
if
that
it
I
was
want to
asked
do.
before.
As you all probably have known if you've been here a while or you've
530
seen how much I love things like Jeopardy, right? Jeopardy is my favorite game show of all time. It's September 8th, Jeopardy is back on the air. I have been counting down the days. My mornings and afternoons have been a void. They have been a black hole of I feel like my brain has gone into entropy, right? My brain hasn't grown and it's dying. I need to hear some Jeopardy goddamn music, and I need to see Ken Jennings wearing a snappy tie, telling someone disappointingly, nope. God, I need it. And it's like less than a week away. Is anyone excited for Jeopardy? Season 47, 2? What season is it? That I don't know. I'm just excited for our boy Kenjamin Genjamings. Sorry if it was asked before. Is it 5:30 ET? It is not ET. Right now, if you haven't seen my Discord announcement about it, this whole year has kind of been a struggle. We've been having a lot of congested airwaves at my usual stream time. It's been a hot point of self-doubt for myself, which all culminated on Thursday, where it wasn't good. There's a lot of people there's a lot of people live at 3:30 again, and it's hard to compete, and I realized that. I thought it would be better. No, it's
Yeah,
you know,
super
it'll
cool.
be okay. I was sad about it, but I mean, the realistic thing is like it had to happen at some time, right? And so we adapt, we move on. The result of that, though, again, I always like to be transparent with this. So the 3:30 start time is going away. I apologize if all my East Coast homies are
liking
things
this
that
new
liked
slot,
the
okay?
earlier start time, which allowed you to see more of stream necessarily. From my own experience, even when I lived in Chicago in Central Time, the predominant large audience of American watching on Twitch happens on the East Coast and West Coast, right? So once by my own like very anecdotal research, once 8 p.m. hits Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, that's about the time when my audience
Yep,
skews
super
adults
dog.
with jobs, grown people, no children. Like I don't think I touch any children in the demographic zone. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the minority 8:30 stream, which is, you know, like people like Wubby have his career started and thrived on, you know, 8:30 Eastern time, which is fine,
I appreciate you starting early
there
as
is-
long as you could.
I appreciate you starting early as long as you could. That's you know, that was my big thing. I really liked it. When I started streaming at 3:30, almost like it was almost 2 years ago now. I went back in Discord and checked. It's been like almost 2 years. Like nearly half of my stream career has been now like at 3:30. With some shifting times on Saturdays where I could go late because I figured we watch movies late at night. They're done. We could drink. People can stay out late. They don't have work usually, right? But now we do have to change some stuff. I'm thinking 5:30 is that. So I used to stream at 5:30. That was kind of like when I would go live. And that's how this whole like 8 p.m. thing kind of got started. Like by the time I would stream at 5:30, I'd yap for an hour. It'd be 6:30. We'd start to do something. And then right around 8, the viewership would just like, it would go like, my chart would always be like start stream. And for most people, it goes up and up and up and up and up. And usually will kind of like maybe stay steady. It would go up and up and up and up and up and then just down and down and down and down. As everyone then, the later you go, it just kind of like, viewership kind of just is going to bed. And like, that is no one's problem. That is not me judging anybody. Like, this is a free stream on the internet, right? But with that in mind, like, I want to make content that's seen by the most people. So I move my stream earlier. And by moving it earlier, I realized that some people on the West Coast now, that's before 5:30 when they get off of work or they're home from work. But the compromise was I found a lot of my audience was still able to maybe watch or listen to me at work or have, you know, me on an ear or be able to watch it. The difference of like, you know, falling asleep, not being able to watch, like that's just zero viewership, but there's still more that could potentially, there could be potentially more people that can just put me on at work or on a phone and listen on a thing. So going earlier was nice, even though West Coast people, you know, 9 to 5 suffered a bit. I figured more people would be able to watch in that time slot. All that being said, going forward until maybe something changes, 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern, is going to be what I'm going with. We're going to be doing some experimenting this coming month in September, possibly through October, and kind of just maybe toying with like maybe 5 p.m. Pacific start time. I don't want to go much later than 5:30 because also myself, I don't
employed people
want...
can do is be irresponsible.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Schnenry. You get it here. You get it. You're picking up what I'm putting down. 5:30 specifically. I like 5:30 specifically, and that way it's not going to be confusing anymore because I was going later live on Saturdays. 5:30 p.m. Pacific this whole week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 5:30. Potentially next week, maybe we move it back a half hour. All I ask is your patience and your understanding as I just try to figure out a good slot that isn't conflicting with multiple people going live at the same time. Realistically, like I understand that we have a very large shared audience between all of the people that stream in San Diego. And the, you know, the crux of the matter is not in a power dynamic way, but just in a popularity structure. There are people that, like, I don't know how to describe it, you know? If you have a choice between going to watching, you know, a TV show, or you, like, if you have a choice between watching Big Bang Theory or the spin-off, Young Sheldon, you'd probably give Young Sheldon a chance when Big Bang Theory isn't on. I'm just making stuff up. I hate both of those shows. Why am I calling myself Young Sheldon? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's harder to have people watch when what you're kind of known for is also live, you know? So working around those kind of hurdles is a challenge, but I'm up for a challenge. I feel you so hard on this. As a viewer and a friend, I will always be here when you're here, whenever that is. Yeb is a real one. Yeb, this one's for you, homie.
If those are my choices,
this one's for you, homie.
good job.
Thank you for being here, Yeb. You know, it is a hard thing, and I feel like it's hard to talk about because, like, in no way, shape, or form am I saying I own this time slot. If I do, it's a joke. But the real answer is, like, it does make me sad. I want the most people to watch me. But I do understand other streamers that are more popular and how oftentimes people find this content. They want to watch that more. And that's your choice. And that's totally fine, and I have to come to terms with it. So we're trying to figure it out, you know? But thank you, Gab. And seriously, thank you, everyone, for being here. This is just a fun place for me to talk, share my feelings. Everything I say is comedy. I mean nothing. But no, seriously, thank you all for being here. I appreciate y'all. Be the Young Sheldon in this Big Bang world. God damn, that's poetry. God damn, that's poetry. Getting out of this sappy era, chat, I watched something last night that I have not been able to stop thinking about.
Theory will devastate him.
Chat, I watched something last night that I need to talk about, and so I need to give everyone some homework. I'm sorry I'm giving you homework, but I'm going to go live again on Thursday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to go live again on Thursday, and I want to talk about this.
Emoji. Looking mighty fine tonight. Tips cowboy hat. Sit-down comedy.
Zazazoo! Thank you for that 1,000 biddies, dog. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies, dog. What the hell, Leonte? Thank you for the 1,000 biddies, dog. Oh, wait. Bootyswagga. Thank you for the 44 months, dog. God damn. God damn.
Like you said, for us, it's a free stream on the internet. But for you, it's your livelihood and passion.
Yeah.
Do what's best for you, and we will be here when we can, and VOD homies when we can't.
No, yeah, I appreciate you, homies. I appreciate you. That's really what it's about. Like, you know, I am. It's inside of you are two wolves. One wolf is like, this is a free stream. I'm just happy to be able to support myself doing something that I'm passionate about and that I love. And the other wolf in me is like, God damn it, why do I not have Mr. Beast money yet? You know, like, and it has nothing against any successful person at all. It's just that, like, the what about me-isms as like a public speaking person. There is not a single famous person alive that does not have some sort of what about me-ism, you know? It's never just like, well, I'm not so-and-so. I'm not so-and-so. You know, I'm not so. There's always someone somewhere. Like, even the biggest people on this platform, right? Like, you know, it's just like you go to eBay, right?
Money.
The biggest streamer in the fucking world. Not even on English side Twitch. The biggest streamer in the world, pulling in fucking millions of people to watch events, right? And like, homie is probably like, well, I'm not Tom Cruise. I'm not Ronaldo. You know, it's like, I'm not Cristiano Ronaldo. I can't just make a YouTube account and get 50 million YouTube subs in like 5 seconds. Like, there's always someone
Like
that, and
famous
Ronaldo's like,
quotes
well,
by
I'm not
Jim
Tom
once
Cruise.
said there's always a bigger
You know,
fish.
Tom Cruise can go literally to like a remote place in fucking Antarctica, and everyone is like, Tom Cruise. Like the famous poet
First
Qui-Gon
comes the
Jinn
teeth,
once said,
then
there's
comes the
always
traps
a
in a
bigger
pyramid
fish.
for $1
I didn't do the
million.
accent, but you get it. First comes the teeth, and trapped in a pyramid for $1 million. I'm in it. Both wolves are poor. If you would like to support the two wolves inside of me, you can go down to the link
I am
right
Tom
down below
Cruise,
where it
middle
says
tooth.
tip, or you could cheer, or hey, you can even use your Prime sub. Any one of those is definitely mwah. Famous Antarctican accent. Yeah, thank you very much. My mother was Antarctican.
Famous Antarctician accent.
Common mispronunciation. You'd think it's Antarctician, but it's actually Antarctician, like Appalachian. It's Antarctician. Little known fact. Any primers? Herk. Any primers? But for real though, wait, chat,
Primers.
your homework. Oh my God, wait, a large shark. Shark, thank you for the 500 bits. Why didn't that show up anywhere for me? Thank you for the 500 bits, homie. What the hell?
Artichoke.
What the heliante? Tristan Daniels just followed? Why aren't my alerts working? What the F? Why aren't my alerts working? Does Tom Cruise go, well, I'm no Xenu? Probably. That's the thing. There's always someone bigger, you know? There's always someone out there. And so, you know, looking at it on a macro scale, I get it. But looking on a micro scale, it is, you know, it's a tough pill to swallow. It's a tough pill to swallow. But we're going to make it happen together, friends. We're going to make it happen together. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. I still got a lot of games coming up. I got a lot of things I'm working on. Not just more Wheel of Fortune, which I would love to do more. I have so many bigger ideas. For like, it surprised me so much because the whole time I was just pre-johnning to Wubby. Like, I just want to let you know I'm really excited. This is going to look great. I've worked really hard. This is going to be amazing. You're going to have so much fun. I know, like, Wubby himself, like, I know how hard it is for even someone like me. I don't like giving creative control just willingly, right? It's my own platform. It's my name. It's my career. It's my thing, right? But he was like, you know, cool, great. Yeah. Go for it. Do it. If it crashes and burns, I'm blaming you. It's like the most fair, like, balance system of like, yeah, if it goes well, great job. If it goes bad, that's on you. Like, so like it was really, really cool. But I kept saying, this is a glorified tech demo. I worked really hard. A lot of the tech, it's going to be like, if I can do this on my own smoothly, imagine what we can do with a team, right? Everything you saw was all done by me live. So like, if I can do it alone with scraps in a cave, the proof of concept is there to get like a team and get famous people to get bigger streamers. and like make it fun, make it more fun, right? Like as fun as that was just me being like, okay, I can make a wheel. I can make a wheel spin. I can add things to a wheel. We can have sounds. We can have a board. We can have a puzzle. I can have animations. We can do all of this. We could do math.
It
We
went
could do all
so
that
well
stuff.
that it felt way shorter than it actually was.
I know. Normally with those
That
calls,
would be
like
so
I
hot.
I usually try to plan for an hour.
It's time to get
Um,
really weird.
But yeah, it was like almost 2 hours, bro.
I built it in a cave with my bare hands.
With his
That's
bare hands.
But no, it made me so happy that the response to it was as good as it was.
You did so much.
It was really
so
cool. It
smooth.
was really cool. And I do have to say, as much as I loved all of your responses and how everyone appreciated it, I know we all have fun here. But I do have to say, that doesn't mean that other people don't work hard too. What the roundabout thing of what I'm saying is like, we all can have fun.
That
We
time really
can
flew
make fun of
because
Ham
everyone had
and
so much
you know
fun.
the game that he made, but like at the same time,
He's
like
Iron Man. If Iron Man were a TV
we don't need to
game
keep
show.
beating a horse. We don't need to keep doing that. I'm just saying, like, you know, if you respect the games that I make, you'll respect things that other people make. We don't need to make fun of him in this community. We don't need to say anything negative. Ham is doing a lot as well.
Of course.
Ham is doing a lot as well. I don't want people white knighting me. I don't want people saying,
Not
you know, this is so much like we don't need to
Notice.
compare. Okay. If you like my game, thank you.
Not
But that doesn't
Ham
diminish
Sam
other
was
people.
hilarious
So I'm
and
just saying, at least
Ham
from
was
my point of
great.
view,
He
I
was also
appreciate
killer
you
yesterday
all,
at the
you
show
know,
managing
wanting
all
to
of
compare
that.
things, but I
Notice.
don't want that. And I don't approve of anyone putting down another creator to put me up. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
as-
You're not helping me. So yeah, I'm just saying, like, thank you for supporting me, but you don't need to bring others down to support me, is all I'm saying. You don't need to compare.
might change.
You don't need to compare because like the real answer is like I've been making these kind of games and slowly perfecting and slowly learning stuff for like 3.5 years, 4 years now. So like it's not fair. Like I've been doing this particular style of thing for longer. So you know, I don't approve of it. So yeah, please I'm asking, like, it's fun for like a joke, but don't get caught up in chat hysteria and
I
start
think it's
dragging
fair to
people.
say
I'm
that
not.
the
I don't
whole
want
SD
that.
crew
I don't want
is
that.
operating on a
Okay?
very high level in this respect.
The whole SD
I
crew is
like
operating
hands
on a high
down.
level in this respect.
was
Yeah,
the
and
perfect
yeah.
amount of
So
scuff
you know,
for
we
a
all have
funny
fun
stream.
here. We all have fun here. We all
It's
can
a
make
team
jokes, but like at the
effort,
same
not
time,
yours.
like I don't want it. You don't need to compare us. Please don't make fun of anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. If I make fun of somebody, it's for a comedy effect on this stream. But I'm just asking, you know, please don't. That's all I'm saying. That's because if it was the opposite end of the spectrum, I wouldn't want, you know, someone like that. I wouldn't want someone just like to be ragging on me. Even if it's a joke, like after a while, the first time it's funny,
Fair yet.
what I got here, what's the tea? Nothing. No, there's no tea. There's no tea. All I'm asking is I'm very thankful that people like the game that I made on Sunday. But please don't compare me to other people to put them down. Don't put other people down to rise me up. I don't want that. You don't need to white knight me. Yeah, just respect everybody. That's all I'm asking. Is just give people respect. Yes. That's all. That's the whole thing. You know, I've seen people sometimes take things too far. Even when things are said lightheartedly, like we can joke because we're in a group of people making content and like it's fun, but it gets taken too far when it is people on the internet saying those same things in a malicious way. So that's all I'm
You raise
asking
me
is
up.
to please just, you know, don't put other people down to raise me up. If you like my stuff, give it to me on my own merits, but don't put other people down by what I do. That's all I'm asking, please. It gets old. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's fun to make jokes, right? Like, we all will make fun of each other very
Ohio
easily.
Riz.
But it takes a bigger person to
And if
know
you ever
just
see
when to
two
stop.
IRL friends jokingly being mean to each other, please understand.
Can we compare you to
we're
Speed's
not
whole
at
crew?
the
Please
level of
do.
friendship
Please
we're
do.
able to be mean to them without it being
Discuss.
malicious.
No. I
Can
like,
we
yeah,
compare
production
you to
crews and
Speed's
me
whole
are like a
crew?
whole different beast. Like, personally, it's easier for me as a one-person show to run an entire thing than it is for me to delegate 10
lights.
people to do stuff.
Good talk,
You know?
Booty.
Good talk, Booty.
Those
100%.
jokes
Thank you.
were
Thank you
fun,
for
Dale.
respecting my wishes. That's all I ask. If you like what I do, please tell me. I'm working better on receiving words
Talk
of
about
affirmation.
white knife.
But I
Yep.
never will ask someone to
yeah,
put
Dottie,
someone
just
down
let
to
it
raise
go.
me up. That is like my least favorite thing someone could do. I don't like negging. I don't like putting people down
Democratization
to
effect that
make someone
OBS
else
has
look
had on
better. It
video
makes me feel
production is
uncomfortable, and I
super
don't want that.
important.
So this is the first time I've been live since then, and I've seen it a lot since then. We've joked, but like, as far as people go, like, please don't. I'm at like, please don't. There's enough hate in the world already. There's enough bad things. We don't need to
Clap.
pile
I
on
still love
for
the
any reason like
timer
that.
you added. Looked professional.
The timer you added looked
You are
professional.
perceived
It's really
and
just
appreciated.
a PNG stolen with millisecond timers. Everything is Photoshop. Booty, what is your love language? I'm glad you asked. Love to me is
I commend you for preaching such a
oh, how I love thee.
word.
Let me count the ways.
Ease.
1,
Cheers.
My Lord Easy.
2,
Puff, puff, pass.
3. My love language is 3. Thank you. Thank you for that
was a
question.
shot in the
Thank you for
dark.
that question. Taking questions, yes, absolutely.
My lord.
Oh, yes, my lord. Oh, my God.
It's the reason tonight is the night you fight your dad.
Move over all other snacks. Indiana, I'm going to say it right now. I've been slowly making my way through a bunch of snacks that was sent in for the P.O. box snack opening across the country.
Puff,
If
puff,
you're from a
pass.
state and you want to send me representation of your state's best of the best snack foods, send exclamation mark P.O. box in chat. If you want to send me the best of the best, everything that was sent to me so far, is it a toffee? My brother in Christ, the ingredients are pecans, butter, and sugar.
Peepo high.
My brother in Christ, it is 3 ingredients.
box.
It is pecans, butter, and sugar. And it is, without a doubt, one of the absolute most amazing things I think I've ever touched to my mouth in real life. Like, it is a pecan. It's basically like caramelized butter
Cans?
over
Glove.
pecans. This shit, it's not even like a cookie. I don't know how to describe it, but it makes me feel like a pig orgasming. Like I'm going for 5 hours on one of these. And it's pecan crunch, rise and roll. Oh my god! And it literally is
Potato underscore to the mines with you.
pecans, butter, and sugar.
Gasp.
Oh my god! Nutrition info for 2 pieces, bro. I don't have much of a sweet tooth. I can only eat one of these, and it's 95 calories for one.
Milk.
Excuse me, that's buttermilk.
That's butter made from milk. I think because it's butter, comma milk. It's like butter, not goat butter, not fake butter. I think
picked
it's
up
butter
some of
made
those
from
sour
milk.
gummies and they really are fantastic.
Because I think FDA requires you to list
break.
allergens. Y'all, I'm telling you right now, it literally just tastes like eating salted butter with nuts in it. I'm not kidding you. It is everything my Midwestern fat heart needs. I eat one and I'm good.
Oh, babe.
My box will be
something with
Malort
prime.
and a few pork steaks to rep Southern Illinois. Bro, if you can send me like the frozen Italian beef kit from Portillo's, I'll be game. I'm yours.
9 hours to the closest.
Glad you've been enjoying all the snacks. It has been a lovely treat. I'm like, I never buy snacks for myself because I'm like, I don't need snacks. I don't want snacks. And all of these snacks around have proven that like I have like a very selective sweet tooth. Because I have one of those and I'm like, I am so good. I am so good for the
Hold
day.
on.
I can't believe it's not butter, milk.
I can't believe it's not butter, milk. They're so good. The Leon, the Michigan sour gummies, Which sour gummies? The Michigan shaped ones? I killed that bag so fast. Those Michigan sour gummies were so fucking tasty. It was like the perfect chewy consistency. The right amount of citric acid sourness. Oh, they're so good. No, that's like one of the best ideas y'all have ever come up with. I would love to keep eating more states foods. So far we've had Louisiana, we had Nolans, we had Jersey,
so good.
we had Indiana, we had Michigan, and we had California ways. Oh, fuck. I found an off-brand Thin Mint cookie. Good. I will never support those terrorists known as the Girl Scouts. I will never support those terrorists. Sherms, I believe. You in Michigan too? Let's go. Bro, those were so fucking good. Those sour gummies were so tasty. Every time I have like Sour Patch watermelons are like some of my favorite sour candy, right? But like all Sour Patch tastes like they're semi-stale. I know it's the preservatives that like make them like a little dehydrated on the outside so that they stay juicy. But those Michigan sour gummies were like so perfectly chewy. It was like the perfect texture. I'm a big texture person, and those sour gummies had like the perfect like gummy texture to me. I loved them. Oh,
The Girl Scouts holding me hostage in front of the Walmart is actually torture.
bro, I just throw $20 at the Girl Scouts and take a box and run. I don't want them to talk to me. I'm like, Thin Mints! And I just throw $20 in their face, and as they're crying, I grab a box and then I run. Works every time. They can't catch me. I'm fast as fuck, boy. Croctopus! Croctopus, god damn it. I'm so bad at seeing my subs when they come in live, and I don't know why. Croctopus, thank you so much for the 1.5 years, dog. Thank you so much for the 1.5 years, dog. Thank you. Oh, mercy.
They set up tables outside dispensaries in CO.
It's cheating.
It's like, oh yeah. Smartest. See, that's what I mean. They're like all this talk is like, MS-13 and Mexican cartels. They never talk about the American cartels. That's the American Girl Scout Cookie Foundation. Those charlatans will rob you of every dime you have. And smile while doing it. I'm only say that because I'm incredibly jealous, because as a Cub Scout, we only were able to sell like $50 bags of popcorn. And if you sold like $2,000 of shitty popcorn, you could get like a pencil. Basically, selling popcorn in Cub Scouts was like, whose parent works at the highest populated job site? Like, I know like both of my parents would be like, popcorn. They were in an office of maybe like 5 employees, right? Working every day, office of 5 employees. I'd get my popcorn bucket. They'd make some sales. I'd be the happiest kid. Be like, wow, my parents have the coolest job. Meanwhile, here comes fucking Danny, whose dad works at a goddamn factory. Motherfucker gets like 5,000 signups because he's the only factory worker with a kid. They're just like, oh, we'll support little Danny. Yeah, sign me up for one. Danny walks away with a goddamn new automatic fucking 4-wheel machine thing. Fucking Danny. Making boys sell that popcorn bullshit, right? And my mother was like our den leader for my Cub Scout troop. And so all of that bullshit popcorn that everyone would sell would be in boxes in our living room because we had to sell it for like, I think it was like from September to November. I don't know when it was. It was like before Christmas. They were like, the big thing was to sell them in the winter and give them as Christmas presents. I was so mad. I remember one time for Cub Scouts, we would do like a white elephant thing or a grab bag prize where everyone would like bring a toy or a present, because Cub Scouts is until you're in like 5th or 6th grade. And when you're in 5th grade, you want like the brand new Beast Wars Transformer action figure. Obviously you do, like me. And so you go bowling in a Brunswick zone where there's a big swap meet, and then you swap with Danny because you're excited because you're like, wow, he sells the most popcorn. I bet he got something really cool. Like it's probably going to be like a Beast Wars Transformer action figure like you told your mom that you should get for the prize swap because kids would really like a Beast Wars Transformer action figure, thinking that you would get your own Beast Wars action Transformer figure. But instead, goddamn Danny for his
Frozen
stupid
pizzas are so
prize
good.
is just a big fucking tin of the popcorn that we sold that's already stale. I remember I got that. I opened it up to see it was a shitty tin of popcorn instead of a Beast Wars Transformer toy, even though I was the only
Don't
one
get
who
me
got a
wrong,
Beast Wars
did
Transformers
slap.
toy, and I cried in the car ride home. I was in like
Fuck you,
third
Dan.
grade. I cried on the way home. My mom felt so
That
bad. We
day.
went to a Walgreens and I got
Asterisk.
a Cheetar Transformers Beast Wars action figure. I tell you what, it wasn't like the big replica scale model like we got for it, but I got like one of the cool ones, and I played with that shit every day. It was the coolest shit ever. It had like you touch the little symbol on it with your hand, and it would change from
Hell
it would change from like a Decepticon to a Maximal. You know, it was like heat activated and shit. Man, it was so cool. Fuck Danny. That's the main lesson of this story. Happy ending then? I mean, I'm sure there's some repressed trauma in there somewhere. I'll never tell you where though.
Oh
Danny
my
had a
God.
bigger one though.
I
God
got
damn it! It
those
was. I need to call my
heat
mom.
sensitive
She
stickers
needs to
on the
fix this now.
Transformers.
You know, this was. Oh, I'm repressed. The memories. They all just came flooding back. Those heat sensitive stickers on the Transformers, bro. They were cool, dude.
The mood rings.
Because it was the one thing where Rat Trap like switched sides and also oh no. It's been so long since I've watched
Oh,
Beast Wars. We used to
what's
watch
our
Beast Wars on
homework,
this stream.
Mr.
Watched almost the
Teacher?
whole first season in 4K.
Fuck.
So great.
Pterosaur? No, not Pterosaur. When you switch sides, who's the Velociraptor? What's his name? Bro, fuck Rat Trap though, for real. Dinobot. Danny, fuck. What's our homework? Oh my god. See, this is what I mean. Oh my gosh, ADDHD, ADD, 84HD, make it wobble. ADDHD is my superpower. Your homework for Thursday. So after the comedy show, I got home, I took a shower, I laid in bed, and I watched something that I need to talk to you all about. And I don't want to spoil it because it is somewhat new. I started hearing about this maybe like 2 or 3 days ago. It came out. It's a Netflix documentary. Pirate it if you don't have Netflix. It is called. Let me give you the real name because it's one of those Netflix documentary names that has like a million fucking
Yep, soup noted.
like secondary titles attached to it. Hold on, I have to log into Netflix, I guess. What is my Netflix password? Okay, I don't remember my Netflix password off the top of my head, but it's called okay, I'm pretty sure it's called Catfish Unknown Number, a Netflix documentary. If you've seen it, don't spoil it in chat. Don't spoil it in chat yet, but it's called like Catfish Unknown Number. Oh, let me see. Catfish Unknown Number. It's called Unknown Number, the High School Catfish.
what?
Unknown Number, the High School Catfish. Here, I'm posting it in chat.
My cousin
I'm
and
posting it
her
in chat.
wife are watching it right now in the other room.
Unknown Number, the High School Catfish. Chat.
What?
I
Unknown
saw
Number?
things.
The
It
High
was
School
like on
Catfish.
social. It was on like a Twitter. It was on an Instagram, and it was one of the first time I hear something, I disassociate. It goes one ear out the other. I don't care.
Noted.
Second time I hear something, I'm like, where did I hear that from? The
Noted.
third time I hear it, I went, why is everyone talking about this? 3 people are everyone in my mind. There's no bigger number.
Yep.
And so I've heard so many people talking about it.
Download
They
it
were just saying, oh my God. And here's the thing. The premise of this, like, if you've seen one
Literally taking a screenshot
Netflix
on my
documentary, you've seen them all. I
Subscribing
don't
to
remember
Netflix.
yelling at my TV as much as I did. It's only like an
Adam,
hour and
do it.
24 minutes. It is from once the premise is there. So the premise of this is a high school girl and boy who are 13 years old, maybe 14, 13, 14-year-old children start receiving thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of texts from an unknown number with intimate details about them throughout their day, telling them the most horrible things you would ever imagine to say to a child. Chad, I need you all to watch this documentary. It is the craziest, wildest ride that, like, I was screaming because, like, it's one of those documentaries too that, like, there's nothing giving away. It almost feels like every single step you're saying, why isn't anyone doing anything? Why isn't anyone doing anything different? Like, in my head the whole time from like 5 minutes of this, the documentary starts and I'm like, well, they should do this. And then objectively, multiple people are like, well, did you do this? They're like, no. Like, the whole time I'm screaming in bed, trying to, like, I'm showered, I'm staring at my ceiling, screaming at my TV because it is, without a doubt, one of the craziest stories I've ever heard. I'm telling you right now, it is wild, and I need to talk about it. So we're talking about it on Thursday. I don't know when. Stream starts 5:30 Pacific. I want to talk about it, but I don't want to spoil it. It is still relatively new. It still is relatively new. So that's why I'm like, I'll hold back. I don't think it's been out for a week yet. Booty Science Theater? No, unfortunately, no Booty Science Theater. I'm afraid of, like, new Netflix things. Unnecessary risk. But I encourage you all to watch it at your own leisure. It is, I don't want to say, like, I don't know. It's crazy. It is crazy. I recommend it. I was angry. I was screaming. I was confused. It is, without a doubt, like, not just compelling. It was like, I understand hate watching. I was, because, like, every single time they interview someone in this documentary, like, I was just like, you're so dumb. I would just keep screaming. I'm going to watch it. I think I'm going to be off because I think I have COVID.
1.5 hour documentary.
You didn't get it you weren't at the comedy show, were you? Please tell me COVID is from the comedy show. Oh God, I don't want to be sick again. What's the name again? It's called, I'll post it in chat everywhere. Unknown Number, the High School Catfish. Better than Don't F with Cats. Raider, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I know the premise of that, and I've never watched it because I don't like
high school catfish.
Even I don't like anything to do with children dying or pets dying. I don't want to have anything to do with it. Even if it, like, I don't care. I think Homeward Bound did something to me as a child on VHS that even the mere thought of Shadow dying ruined it for every animal in the future. I can't have a movie featuring Never Seen Marley and Me. I know what it's about. I don't care. I don't want anything to do with it. So, like, I know what Don't F with Cats is about, and on that premise alone, never watch it. I watched Tiger King because it was COVID and everyone did, but like that, I was streaming when Tiger King came out very early on, right, over COVID times. It was the hardest show for me to watch because I was getting physically ill and angry at some of the footage of the animals. But because everyone was talking about it, I forced myself through it. Most people maybe can remember on when, like, Tiger King was everywhere, I was adamant against watching it because I didn't want to watch animal abuse. And then it became the global COVID phenom that everyone was talking. So, like, I felt I had to, but it made me so sad and angry. So Pog, when Shadow comes out of the woods, I tell you what, that and Littlefoot's mom dying in the first 5 minutes of The Land Before Time 1 would make me bawl my eyes out, and I would only beg my parents to watch those movies, cry every time that Shadow was trapped in that mud pit and couldn't get out because he was old. And then he comes out of the woods at the end with Chance and Sassy. It warms my heart. I would always cry. What about the Shoe and Roger Rabbit? He deserved it. He deserved it. You didn't see this outtakes where he said some pretty questionable things. He said some pretty racist, or he went full Kramer. So the shoe deserved it. The shoe deserved it. Let's be real.
At the grocery store of Tiger King.
He deserved, if I'm being honest, this is my stream. If I'm being honest, the shoe deserved worse. I don't think he should have been put in dip.
My
He should have
first
been put
grade
in dip
substitute
2.0.
teacher showed my class Marley and Me, had the class bawling.
We had to read Where the Red Fern Grows in grade school. Why do they make kids read Old Yeller, Where the Red Fern Grows, Old Man in the Sea? All those stories are just like teaching kids that life is the saddest thing you'll ever experience and to get used to it. I don't think they would ever let kids read Where the Red Fern Grows anymore, Old Yeller. They're just like, kids don't need that. The world's too bad as it is. They don't need that. They don't need that burden. Are you the one person that uses doesthedogdie.com for actually dogs? I don't do that because like typically when it comes to a movie, I like to go in as blind as possible. So when I see it, my head turns the other way. I don't like it. I've kind of come to terms with if it's there, I just disapprove. But I know that website. So I know if something will happen because my bestest friend, my movie going compadre Yeb, doesn't want that either. It's like one of the few people I've met when I have like that very particular like I don't like seeing this. I don't want to see it. It's my least favorite thing. It takes me out of a movie. You don't need it. Please don't have animals dying. Don't show me an animal that's cute if you're gonna kill it for like to like increase tension. Like it's lazy, it's boring, and don't hurt an animal, right? And so Yeb gets like really sad when things like that happen. It's not even needed. Right. It's there because people are like, oh my God, that's so sad. When you could do it any other way, even when it's fake. Yeah. So I forget what movie it was. I remember I was like, yeah, let's go see this. Let's go see a movie. And we watched it. And like, there was an animal that died. And I was just like, wow, like 30 minutes after, I'm like, I'm not looking. The movie was happening. I'm like, this is crazy. I look over and Yeb was still upset. And I'm just like, yeah, oh, fuck, that sucks. Okay. So then I don't remember if you found that site or I told you about it, but there is a website. And pretty much I feel like most movies that we've seen, I'm pretty sure Yeb knows if there is something like that in it. Because like usually we'll meet up at like a bar by the movie theater and just like grab like a quick snack or just like a casual like middle ground to go to the movies. And usually one of the points of it is just like, because usually like one of us wants to see something and we'll be like, all right, movies this time. And then we just meet at one place. And so one person is usually like, so any animals?
Finished where the red fern grows.
Chat told me I use it for its intended purpose. Okay, cool. Like I've known of it, but I always forget and have never known. But I know that, yeah, you,
I'm Legend.
Omega Man?
Don't
6th grade class, all cried when we finished Where the Red Fern Grows, right?
Pretty much the whole synopsis of
Things
that
like
game.
Charlotte's Web, Where the Red Fern Grows, Old Yeller, even things in Swiss Family Robinson had that shit. Like almost every form of like kids stories involved like a pet dying awfully. Like crazy. Don't ever play the game Rain World. That's pretty much the whole synopsis of that game. I don't want that. Like I went to go see a movie because I forget who it was. Yeb was like, you want to go see this new animated movie? There's an animated movie that came out. It looks really cool. It looks really fun. We should go see it. It looks like a big adventure with animals. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. So we go to the theater. We watched a movie called Flow. And if you haven't seen Flow, my synopsis is you watch a cat go through the flood apocalypse and basically die like 10 times. And through plot armor, just like is dead and then isn't dead. And it's just a constant cycle of this cat dying by drowning, by choking, by falling, by getting hit like multiple ways. And that's the film is beautifully animated. It is incredible. It's an amazing film. But like it is a film about a cat and other assorted animals, both really dying and like nearly dying in a multitude of ways. It was awesome, but it was like the worst movie. I feel like Yeb, the entire movie was just crying. I felt so bad we went to go see that because Yeb was crying from like, and I'm not trying to out homie. It wasn't even a scary movie. And I'm like, if this cat fucking dies, I'm leaving this theater. I don't want to watch this movie anymore. It was like, I don't like seeing that. It made me so uncomfortable. It was a cute little cat. And it was like drowning. It was falling. It was not drowning. It was starving. It didn't have food. It made friends. The friends die. It's the worst fucking movie. It's just animals dying. It's really great movie. It's really pretty. It's so compelling. I was very
That
into it. It
sounds
has a lot of
awful,
meanings
Olympia.
behind it, but fuck!
Yep, soup hug.
That sounds awful. I
Sounds
know.
horrible.
It's the double-edged sword of going into movies blind. Like, I love going into movies blind because trailers ruin movies. I don't want to hear anyone's opinion. I like going into a movie blind. I like seeing Nicole Kidman telling me how I'm going to feel on a huge silver screen, and movies are magic. I like hearing that boom, boom, boom with the Coca-Cola thing where then they do the dumb little dance and then they're driving and then they're in like a Casablanca scene and then they're doing another cool scene. I want to see all that, and then I want to be completely blown away, right? I don't even like knowing run times of movies because then I'm like, my internal clock's like, oh, it's been about an hour 30. We're probably in the third act. I like just sitting there and all of a sudden it fades to black. I'm like, no. And then the credits roll. I'm like, fuck. Like, that's my I love going into movies blind. Like, granted, nowadays, damn, we should go see a movie.
Sorry, Booty. I was,
A few things
okay,
came
what
out.
awful
There's
movie
movies
is
I want to
this?
see right now. There's movies I want to see right now, bro. Whatchamacallit just came out.
Balls run.
Wait, him didn't come out. But a movie just came out.
What's out right now?
Wait. A movie just came out. A movie just came out that I wanted to see. A movie just came out that I wanted to see on Friday.
Toxic Avenger.
Toxic Avenger. Yes, I want to see Toxie so bad. I went to the movies last.
Weapons?
I went Weapons. I saw Weapons pre-screening.
Toxic
Yeb and I go to the movies all the time. I'm not trying to brag, but I think I got Yeb addicted to a movie theater. I used to, like in Chicago, I would just walk to the movie theater and go. If I could, in a perfect world, I would see everything in the movies, like everything in a theater. AMC A-list pass, $25 a month,
You think
4
it's
movies a
enough?
week, any
Yes.
format, any movie.
Wait for Code 3 to come out.
It's
next
you could do the math, 16 movies minimum a
Good
month.
addiction.
I love going to the movies. And usually like we'll meet up at like a bar, like by the movie theater. I'll go in, I'll have like a giant drink. I have my little weed pen. On the walk from the bar to the theater, I'll just get very high. And then I sit down with a soda pop and I am in heaven in a movie theater. A movie theater is like, it's my favorite place in the world. I love watching movies. I will see anything in a theater. It doesn't matter what it is. I will always go to the theater, bro.
Booty dazed.
I've been hearing mixed things for Toxic Avenger. I'm so excited. I haven't seen all of the movies, but I've been a big Trauma fan. I love the concept of Toxic Avenger. It's right in that perfect grindhouse wheel where it's like excessive gore, which I don't like, but it's done in a funny way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm okay with gore as long as it's expressive and colorful. Like, Quentin Tarantino gore doesn't bother me, and it's like the goriest thing you've ever seen, but it's funny. You know, like, never once have I been watching Kill Bill and seeing the crazy 88 screaming on the ground, just spraying blood everywhere. I'm like, haha, movies.
Going to the movies
You know?
has slowly become the new activity, and I love
Like when I
it.
see a trauma film, I'm fully aware that it is a movie and I'm watching a movie. I'm not going for realism. I'm not going for, well, I don't think that would happen.
You're gonna
I want to
like
see
the
a guy
ability.
hit someone, like punch a hole through their body and you could just see their organs, right? Like it's stylized and excessive and it's fun. Like it's not even gross. It's fun. Like I love movies like that. It's what I hope for in a trauma film. That's exactly it. I want non-derogatory. I want sexploitation. I want excessive gore. I want stuffy jokes. I want to see a ham-fisted love interest and plotline. And all of that doesn't matter because it's all just like for the love of making a fun movie. Toxic
Have
Avengers
you
done
ever
by the guy
seen
who did
Brain
Green
Dead?
Room,
Also known as
and
Bootyswagga.
many others.
Exactly your type.
And many others. He also did what is the one with Elijah Wood? Elijah Wood is one of my favorite. Elijah Wood and Macaulay Culkin are my two favorite actors for the longest of times. Because like both Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood were like kid actors when I was growing up. And like as a kid, you idolize them. They're like, that could be me. And now like as adults, they've made some of my favorite movies. So like consistent, like I wasn't watching The Godfather when I was 5, but you
Anyone
bet your
excited
ass I was
for
watching
Bob?
Home Alone
Harry?
every goddamn day and then watch Party Monster as an adult and being like,
Greasy
Macaulay
Strangler.
Culkin still got it. You know, I watched like Flipper and The Good Son with Elijah Wood every day. Then Lord of the Rings came and then Wilfred, and my homie has been doing the greatest of, same with Daniel Radcliffe. Like kid actors that grow up just to make so much. Robert Pattinson, that era of like kid actors who made more money than God, that now instead of just like cashing it in or phoning it in, just are doing it for the love of the game.
At SodaPop_30, I want to be. Jury is still out.
Tron Ares, I was excited for until Jared Leto. Absolutely, I really, 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 really just don't like Jared Leto. Really just don't like Jared Leto. Anything Jared Leto is
Swiss
in,
Army Man was such
in like a
movie.
perfect parallel universe, in the multiverse of Earth,
_30.
there's a
I
perfect
love
universe where
Tron
every
Legacy.
role that
So
Jared Leto has
Ares has
had,
a lot
it's
to live up to,
swapped
but I
and
wanna see
replaced
it.
by Jake
Ooh,
Gyllenhaal.
yes.
And the movie and
Thanks.
universe is a much
He
happier.
killed a
9/11
lot
didn't
of
happen
my
in that
excitement.
universe. Jake Gyllenhaal
Love.
still does all of his usual work, but also then does the roles of Jared Leto.
Yep.
And that universe is as close to heaven as you can get. Almost ruined Blade Runner. He did ruin Blade Runner among a numerous things.
Yep.
But like anything that Jared Leto is in, I would like. Jake Gyllenhaal is one of my favorite actors too. Like again, does no wrong in my mind. Always gives it to a level that is like so fucking good. I just hate Jared Leto. I hate him. I loved him in Requiem for a Dream because it was the first thing I ever seen him in, and I don't like his band. But anything else, I just have
100%
hated.
Jake is actually a talented actor.
Yeah, Jared Leto is
Jared
actually
Leto
that
did
responsible for 9/11 in this
Jared
multiverse.
Leto
That's right.
somehow
That's
wasn't
exactly
in
right.
Megalopolis.
And because he was probably on his island seducing women from
Damn, did you
18
wanna
or
see
14 to like 72. You need to check out everything Spectravision Elijah Wood's production company's made. I just love Elijah Wood. He does no wrong. He does no wrong. Oh hell yeah. Wait. Oh, perfect. Yep, yes. Absolutely, I'm down. Yep, absolutely, I'm down. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm so in. My So-Called Life and Requiem are the only things I'll credit him in. Requiem was incredible. I've never seen My So-Called Life. He gets his ass beat in Fight Club. Oh, that's right. I forget about that. I forgot that's him. Ew.
I'm just
He was like
excited for
Pretty
another
Boy
Tron
John or
movie,
whatever his name was.
and
Yeah.
that Disney hasn't forgotten
Just excited
about
for another
Tron.
Tron movie that Disney
Definitely feel
hasn't
like
forgotten
if
about
Brandon
Tron.
Lee didn't
Disney,
die,
I
he
learned
wouldn't
that
have a
Disney
career.
didn't forget about Tron when I went to Disney World earlier in the year,
Jared
and they
Leto
one of my
only
favorite
belongs in
rides I
Modern
think I've ever
Warfare
been on
compilations.
was at it
My
was the
spouse
Tron
met
ride
Jared
in
Leto
Disney
when
World.
she was a kid.
I hate
She
roller
gave him
coasters.
some
I will go on
art
roller
food.
coasters,
His
but I hate
bodyguard
roller
kept
coasters,
her
right?
at
You all
arm's
know this.
length from him.
Um,
Dude is fucked.
The Tron roller coaster was one of the coolest things
Yes,
I've ever
Slay.
been on. It was fucking sick. I would do a 10 out of 10. And after I did the Tron ride at Disney, I went, why the fuck is there a Tron ride at Disney? And like a month or two later, all of a sudden it was like new Tron movie coming out. I went, huh. Definitely feel like if Brandon Lee didn't die, Leto wouldn't have had a career. It is an interesting thing. I feel like, were they the same age? I feel like Brandon Lee was like much older in my mind than Jared Leto.
A Tron ride sounds dope if it's all neon.
So the Tron ride was sick. Like it was possibly one of the longest waits
Damn,
I've
I'm
had
jealous.
in the
That
park.
sounds dope.
And usually that's like a sign that I'm gonna fucking hate it. But much like the Avatar ride, where you're like flying the fucking thing and like that was one of the coolest things. I'd wait 4.5 hours again for that like 30-minute or like 90-second thing.
It's so weird they made that with how mediocre the Tron movie's box office was.
Well, Disney bought the rights, and then now they need to get their money's worth. But the Tron ride with like a fucking light cycle is a no-brainer. But it was like part 3D interactive ride where
There's a
as you're
super
flying
nice
through this
Disney
like
documentary
inside
on the
course, kind of like a dark
Imagineers,
space
people who made the
mountain.
parks,
Then all of
and
a
it
sudden you
goes
get
from
shot
Walt
outside
all
into
the
the
way
real
to
world
present.
and then
Present
back
when it
into the
came
digital
out.
game world, and there's like discs flying at you, explosions, you're flying every which way. And you're going fast on a fucking light cycle bike. It was so much fun. It blew my mind with how much fun it was and how much I hate motorcycles and roller coasters. I'm jealous. That sounds dope. It was so sick. You're like and like how you have to sit in too. It's crazy. Like it's like a motorcycle, like almost like the light cycle, like an actual light cycle. But like you have to like your chest goes down, so you're kind of on the thing, like almost prone, like laying stomach down to the track,
My
like
favorite is
lean
rock and
super
roller
forward. Your legs
coaster.
are like in saddles, kind of behind you and up, and like a thing closes on your back, so you're like in it. You're in it, and like your arms are on the cycle as you're like going sideways. It's crazy. It's so fun. Rock and Roller Coaster. I loved Rock and Roller Coaster. I'm very sad it's gone, but at the same time, like Aerosmith, lol. That was one of my favorite rides. But that's Universal or is that at Disney? I forget. I want to get shot of the real world like that, right? I mean, Tron is just like Tron is one of those like series that feels crazy. The first one was so iconic for what it
Hollywood
was, like
Studios
defined
Disney.
a science fiction genre, inspired so
Rocket
much
roller
popular
coaster
media
sounds too
spoofing and
cool.
things, right? And then the second one came out and didn't really have an effect because computers and technology was already like, oh yeah, okay. Hollywood Studios, Disney. Oh, Hollywood Studios. That makes sense. Yeah, it's not MGM anymore. I take the video game sequel as the actual sequel. I
Thought
don't
we saw a based
remember.
MGM reference.
I don't remember. I don't remember
The real ones
the
call
second
it
one like at all.
MGM.
Remember Jeff Bridges was
Then
back in it?
Legacy is the third
I don't
Yemo.
remember that at all. I remember the first Tron like it was yesterday. I don't remember the second one.
At Beezletooth,
At all.
it's amazing how they are simultaneously massively
Tower of Terror is fun
but
before the dropping
also
part. Everything
pioneers
but
in
the
so
dropping
many
part is
creative
not my
pursuits.
favorite. The new Guardians of the Galaxy Tower of Terror in Disneyland is actually really fun.
You play as
I
Spencer,
like the
I
Tower
think,
of Terror. I like
and
the
you go on
feeling
the
of free
computer
falling
and
like
it's a
that, not
first-person
outside.
shooter.
Like in Six Flags
Been
Great
here,
America
but I
in
really love
Gurnee,
playing.
Illinois, they have the giant drop that's just basically like Tower of Terror, but you're just outside and your legs are dangling and you just see the whole thing. I don't like
Yep.
heights when I could see the ground. That's why like my big thing with roller coasters is I hate it when it just and it just slowly goes up and you have no choice but to just like stare like through my peripheral at the world just getting tinier. I hate that. So like Space Mountain is the greatest roller coaster of all time, fight me, because I don't see shit. I go up in a tube, it's dark, I feel motions, I scream, it's great. Lately I've been loving the Incredicoaster also. Because when you go up, you're in a tunnel that you can't see anything. And then when you go down, I like the going down and the moving part, but I hate going up slowly. Going up slowly is like, it's my least, like in an airplane, I'm fine. Airplanes are safe. A roller coaster where I'm just exposed 75% to elements terrifies me
I
to no
like
end.
exciting roller coasters with like spins and twists.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so with you. I love Space Mountain for the same reasons. I hate just the attraction is the drop.
Yeah, to me, like that's like the
Jeff
worst part of
Bridges
the roller
saying
coaster is the
biodigital
initial
jazz,
up
man, is
and then
my
down.
favorite.
Like I'm okay even with like a loop de loop. I'm okay with like corkscrews and spins and things. I hate going up slowly, and I hate the initial
one of the
like
best
go
parts
down
of
as straight and
roller
fast as
coasters.
you can.
I love all
Fucking
of
hate
it.
it. Hate it. Hate it. Like I'm a big baby. I'll sit there with my eyes closed, white knuckling the thing in front of me, going up and up and up and up. And then I hear the people, because I will never sit in the front seat of a giant outdoor roller coaster ever. I will be dead before that happens. I'll sit there. I hear the people in front of me go, woo! And I know the sound of the ka-chunk, 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 woo! And then I know it's coming. So then I brace myself. I like kind of partially open my eyes. I see I'm going down, and then it's, ah! Then I just start screaming and have fun. Launch coasters are the future. That's why I love the Incredicoaster. I love the Incredicoaster that like it starts you off like your like Dash from the Incredibles is going, because it's just 3, 2, 1, 60 miles an hour, and you just shoot off of a fucking gun and go up and just do your thing. Like, just send me into it. Rip off the fucking Band-Aid, okay? It's like pulling duct tape off of your arm just so fucking slowly. Don't want any part of that. I don't want any part of that. I haven't been back to Disneyland. I want to go. It's stupid expensive now, right?
Powder keg at Silver Dollar is fun.
I don't know what a silver dollar is. Is it like a Great America or like what's the one in Ohio? Cedar Point. Is that it? Is that the big roller coaster in Ohio? um Sorry, that's funny. I made a joke about a Watcher video.
Nodders.
Remember Watcher? I made a joke because like I just find it funny when I see a thumbnail like this. Is Bigfoot real? Like, come on, guys.
Is in Ohio.
Come on,
I
guys.
believe the kids are
Come on,
saying.
guys. And this first comment on here just threw me. This is from a different series that they have. If you actually want to watch it, yeah, I know it's from a different
Silver Dollar
series.
City,
It's called a joke.
Missouri.
It's called a joke. Welcome to my Twitter. Welcome to my Twitter. Do you think that? Do you think that? I don't know. Guy who's never heard of gay men. Grinder. I hardly know her. Do you think that this is filled with the witticisms of someone who's trying to be serious? When I close Instagram to open YouTube, to close YouTube, to open X, to close X, to open Twitch, to close Twitch, to open Instagram, I'm not saying anything with any sort of reason, except for things like this, where I'm really proud of something. This is what I was talking about. These creators right here. Nutty, Exceldro, Finite Singularity, Shindigs on Twitch, as well as Andy Lippy, Andy Stone on Twitter here. These homies are people that I watch all the time, inspire me, that make OBS plugins, that show tutorials on how to do cool stuff. Go support other people. They make things for free for people to learn how to use OBS and make streaming cooler. So go support them. Most of them all stream on Twitch on all things. Shindig's taught me how to use Sammy. I used to use the predecessor of Sammy religiously before a whole blow up in separating communities and blah, blah, blah. But I used to use the precursor to Sammy before like StreamerBot and everything came out. So yeah, I love it. I used to use it. I just did something different after an OBS died that I was like, well, time to learn something new. But no, go support homies. Go support homies. That's kind of how I always will say I stand on the shoulders of giants.
Do you have any recommendations besides Sammy?
StreamerBot. StreamerBot is how I run my whole stream. StreamerBot is the lifeblood of everything. Every sort of automation that I use, all of my puppets, all of my everything is all run through StreamerBot. It's just, you know, two sides of the same coin, basically. Depends on what kind of flavor of things you need to do. They all can do the same things. It just is a matter of, like, what you're going to do, you know?
Love your setup, BTW.
Oh, thank you, homie. Thank you so much. I got a whole cavalcade of friends here. We make our own friends. All of these I've made on stream. We've made all of these. I've drawn them all. All my emotes are things that I've drawn. Everything you see is all made by me because I like this has all been like one big fun art project in a way. Your flavor is great. Well, thank you so much. We're just a chill little guy in space with a bunch of friends. But no, I'm excited. I think we're gonna call it here for tonight, homies. I know we're having fun. But I just wanted to do a fun little postmortem, show some OBS stuff off. I'm still sore and tired. I know that's not an excuse from last night, but it is getting to be later in the week or later in the night during the week. And while I'm still figuring out our new little time slot here, Thursday I want to get back to our form of Thursday. We're going to get back to our playoff series of the BBL. Stream calls it you answering every day. Good night, Booty. Well, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate all your support tonight. There's a lot of places to be on the internet. There's a lot of places, right? But y'all are here, so thank you for that. I hope y'all have a good rest of your night. I'll see y'all on Thursday. Get in the Discord if you're not on Discord. The Discord is the best place to find out when I'm going live. To do all that, Thursday we're going to have some more fun. We're going to be going to play some backyard baseball, get back into our playoff series, screaming, making things, watching things. Yeah, but 5:30 p.m. we're going to be having a stream time change for this week, testing things out at a later start time to get away from congested waters. But again, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for your eyes. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your chats. I appreciate each and every single one of you. All I ask is that you be nice to yourself. Be nice to someone else. Do something nice for yourself, right? Say please and thank you. at least once. And I'll see you again on Thursday. Whether you're chatting, lurking, sub, non-sub, one of my money mogul mamas, one of my dono daddies. Thank you so much, homies. I appreciate you. Go watch that documentary. Go watch Unknown Number, the high school catfish. Unknown Number, high school catfish. Go watch it. We'll report back on Thursday. God, I want to talk about it. It's fucking crazy. Watch it, take a shower, and then digest. Have a good night, everybody. I'm going to go see Toxic Avenger tonight. Have a wonderful rest of your night, friends. Thank you all for the support from Wheelie Witch on Sunday to the stand-up show yesterday. I got another game preparing for this week. I got more big game shows that I want to present to everybody. More than just Wheel of Fortune, I'm stealing the entire gambit of the Game Show Network. I got stuff made. I have stuff that I'm not showing yet. I got stuff hidden. It's going to be a surprise until I'm ready to show y'all, but there's only one place to find it. You can see when I'm going live on Discord. Otherwise, find me on socials, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all the fun stuff. But have a wonderful rest of your night, homies. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And, cheers, friends. Have a good night, guys.